Awesome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Man, happy nod. Wow. Wow. Welcome to the stream. And I just want to start off by saying, where's Uncle Fester? But besides that, actually, he is on the back. He is on the back glass with his electricity. I'm just going to start off by just being straight up. I don't get free stuff. I haven't really gotten much free stuff ever in my whole YouTube career. I'm not really here for free stuff. So here's my order. Yeah, I did it. I fired the trigger. I put the money down on the pre-order, of course, for the Adams Family Pinball. Very excited to get it. I've loved my original Atgames Legends Pinball, and I can't wait to see the next iteration of it. It's been one of my most played arcades. It's proven itself, and Atgames has the track record that I feel comfortable getting it. So, um, I like to say hello to everyone in the chat. Looks like we got a lot of friends in the chat. Welcome to the chat, Mikey Yoon, Black Cat Arcade, Carl O, iiRcadians, great name by the way. Let's see. Yeah, I wish was there a code? Was this love play win? Is that a code I could have used? Man, I paid too much for everything. If there was a code, is that a code you can use? I saw there was a window to enter a code. Welcome to the chat. Glad you're here, Mikey Yoon. And so basically, here's exactly what I ordered for myself. These were my picks. Of course, I ordered the pinball machine, the new 4K pinball machine. I can't wait to check that out. And I felt like I wanted the control deck from the get-go. And, it's best just to pick them up when they're on sale. I have a feeling they're going to sell out because from time to time they have been out of stock with the arcade controls. So I went ahead and ordered the control deck so I don't have to pull it out of my old one and try to see if it will. I'm actually kind of dumb. I threw away my original, but I hated that little Nintendo joystick thing they had so bad. I literally threw that away with exciters, everything on. I just pitched the whole thing. And so now I couldn't go back to having the little Nintendo pad on my old ALP, but I really don't want to be honest with you. Once you get the control deck, it's almost impossible to go back to using that little Nintendo D-pad. So I got the pinball controller, and I went for the 1 year pinball net. And the reason why is like I feel like I'm going to get all the games. I'm going to get a chance to experience them for a year, and a year's time, I'll probably know. I have all the packs. I bought every pack that they have already on my ALP. Maybe I can limit it down to just the ones that I want. And when you really look at how much it costs to have it, the subscription is probably the best deal because you're getting just a massive amount of tables for $50. I mean, the cost per table for a year is really cheap. And I think that's a model that a lot of people are doing. I know Zen Pinball does that too with their the new pinball effects, which I downloaded. I've been playing that a little bit, kind of get a feel for what the Adams family plays like on the new Zen Pinball. I've always been a huge fan of the FX3 pinball that Zen did. And I have literally, it's ridiculous. Like I think I have just hundreds of hours logged in playing that pinball. So welcome to the stream, Brooklyn Menace, raising the beer. Just a quick little Friday pop-up stream here. Let me get to the comments here. Did anyone else besides me get anything on this nod sale that's out? Some quick picks. Topper. If you haven't seen all the picks, some different picks of the pinball. Pretty cool. You see here. Okay, high scores on tap. Place the order and the speaker kit. Yeah. I feel like the speaker kit, like I almost want to do it, but it's like, I don't know. I just like, I feel like I'm spending enough. I feel guilty with how much I'm spending now. And it's a really great deal though. It's like 50% off, I think, which is a really good deal for that. So what I want to play next is I'm going to play a little bit of some arcade talk.
TMCLOSKY presents Arcade Talk live stream.
Try to pull something up. Answer Carl.
It's time for Carl of the Week. Welcome to Arcade Wars.
Welcome, everybody, to another Thursday edition of Arcade Talk and Star Wars Review. Hopefully, everybody had a great week. Everybody out in Cleveland, give a shout out to everybody in Cleveland tonight as well. So, welcome, everybody. The weekend is almost here. Let's get Papa Brad on here. What's up, Papa Brad?
What's happening, man? Good to see you. What's happening, T? Got
Exciting
some cool
stuff.
people
Exciting
in the
stuff.
chat, man. We got Mikey Yoon in the chat. High scores on tap. Brooklyn Menace. Fire Devil Face Fire. One of my favorite content creators. We got Carl O here. What's happening, Carl O? Andy's Game Room. Goofy Foot. Awesome.
Okay.
Andy's Game Room. Common Sense 200. Dan Z. Wow.
Welcome, guys.
Man,
Welcome.
exciting. Tomorrow's the big day. It's like the kickoff. It's like the kickoff of the Super Bowl.
Kickoff.
You know?
I know.
The kickoff is tomorrow.
I've been waiting.
Anyway, well, Nod is here. I did get some information I want to share with Carl O about the pinball tables. I just did the math. Like 50. Let me pull this up. I want to show this actually. So let me see if I can share my screen. Please be patient. I am not a professional YouTuber. I am totally an amateur, but I do want to show this if I can. There it is. Let me pull this up. Let me see what this looks like. I don't know if this is working. Oh, you probably can't see any of that. Well, anyway, this is the list. This is the actual list of the 4K pinballs you'll have on PinballNet. And I know it's probably too small to see, so I'm just gonna I'm just gonna read it, some of it real quick. But if you do the math, let me pull it up. One second. Too many windows open. Let's see. Anyway, it works out to be like 35.4 cents a table. 35.4 cents a table. I'm saying it again. 35.4 cents per table. That's crazy. I mean, that is insane. So there's actually going to be, according to this list that I got from Atgames, 141 tables that will be part of the Legends Pinball Net 4K table list. And I'm just looking through this list. Let's just talk about what you get. And this is why I went for the subscription, 35 cents a table. You get all the Gottliebs, all of them, you know, stuff like Black Hole, Al's Garage Band, you know, Jack's Open. I mean, I've played all of these. Cactus Jacks, Haunted House, Rescue 911, Teed Off. I mean, those are all classics. You get all the Gottliebs. You get the Zachariah tables, pretty much all of them. I mean, it's insane. And that's a lot of tables. Like if you look at that, you know, 141 tables, that's 35 cents a table. I mean, so I felt like that was a no-brainer for me to like. I felt like that was the best deal for me. It says there's 141 tables. So $50 divided by 141. Yeah, it's about 35 cents a table. That's what I'm coming up with. Pretty sweet. Go back to this real quick. Go to this. It is open. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, it's a super deal. I mean, to me, like I already have all these tables on my ALP. Like, I don't know. And then like I can decide, like, do I really want to invest in the 4K? Is the 4K worth it to me? This is gonna sound like sacrilege, and I might take a little bit of hate for it, but I actually am fine with the ALP on most of those tables. Like, I don't think they really need to be in 4K. But I mean, for 35 cent a table, I'll play them for a year. And if I love it, I feel like I might just like the next time they do a big sale, I might just jump in and buy whatever I want. I mean, to me, that was the best deal. It's like 35 cents a table. And the fact that Atgames is saying this is not streaming. This is like you download the actual table to your machine and it plays just like if you would have bought it. So, and I understand that idea that he likes to own the tables. Um, but for me, it's like I don't know. I think I tied them to my account or something. So I have to log in. I have to be logged into whatever machine I'm playing. I know you can only play one machine at a time for the most part, but I think I have to be logged in to access my tables anyway that I have. So it doesn't really bother me that I have to log in. I mean, if that's the way this pinball net's going to work, um, you know, it doesn't really bother me. I mean, I don't see a time when I won't have internet, but I understand that. Like, if the internet's down, do they still work? I don't know. Maybe they'll enable that. I mean, it is basically a subscription. So, Brooklyn Menace coming in, and I sent you a link if you do want to join. He's always welcome to come on anything I do. He has an open invite. You can expect skins for all those tables. Atgames is going to dominate in 2024. And yeah, I really think like people are like, where are the Williams tables? Well, like what this Williams tables are like home runs for skins. I mean, think about some of the titles that Zen Studios has, stuff like Attack from Mars, Circus Voltaire, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Monster Bash. They're just gonna put those in their back pocket. And when they need another table, maybe they'll let some of those go. I did get a chance to play the Indiana Jones table. That was a lot of fun. There was two tables that I hadn't purchased in Pinball Effects. Believe it or not, at all the tables, that's the only ones I was missing out of all the tables was two. So I got a chance to play World Cup Soccer, which was fantastic. And I got a chance to play Indiana Jones, which I also really liked. So I mean, I feel like the combination like of Zen and Atgames is kind of like the secret sauce that I felt like Atgames was missing a little bit to really push it to the next level. So you know, I'm excited to see these games ported to the Atgames platform. So let me put back on the show. Yeah, but yeah, the subscription, once again, I'm just going to share with everyone. You know, I don't get sent free stuff. This is my this is my pre-order, and this is what I ordered with it. But I hope everyone takes the time to look at the Nod deals. They've got a lot of Atgames has really got a lot of good stuff in there. I mean, I could go through the whole list again, but there's been like probably 10 streams that they did that already. But there's a lot of good Atgames products in there. So probably check it out. If you're a fan of Atgames, you definitely want to go and check out. They got some really good deals right now. Why wouldn't you get stuff while you can get it on sale? Welcome to the stream, Hollywood Polo. Yeah, the SSF kit, I was on the fence. I really feel like I want it, but I feel like I'm kind of maxing out how much I want to spend already. And I just I'm sure it's probably worth it, but um I don't know. Like I feel like, I have to if I almost feel like I want to play it and see what it's like. I don't know how it would be possible, but Chris is saying VPX in future pinball all the way. And that is absolutely true. If you're going to go custom and you're going to mod it, or you can add that to the Atgames platform right now, which is pretty cool. So they have that option always. And I do love VPX, which is great. And I got into the VPX after I went to the Hollywood Arcade Expo, and a lot of people were really friendly. I was playing pinball with a bunch of people that were at the expo, and they all said, "Look, you got to get virtual pinball, and that'll help you learn how to play the games because you'll learn the rules." And so then I looked into VPX when I got back home. So I got into that. I never really ported that to my Atgames pinball though. And I'm sure it's totally worth doing. I just never, to me, it seemed very complicated. So, Mikey Yoon said he would probably be interested in the Indiana Jones skin out of those properties. But anyway. Let me put this back on. But I have to pinch myself. I have to pinch myself that it's actually happening. Ow! I was worried for a while. Yeah, Papa Brad's live from Ollie's where RK 1-ups go to die. Yeah, that was a meme that Brooklyn Menace made. And Steps has a really fun video. Check out her channel. She has a really fun Ollie's video. But
Ollie's. Yeah, I thought Brooklyn should put the founder's face on the Ollie guy.
I know that would have been funny. That would have been funny. But yeah, Mikey Yoon is convinced that tomorrow New Wave Toys is going to release the Death Star. I do like New Wave Toys. New Wave Toys makes good stuff. I love my Cubert that I have. I know you have a few of them.
Yeah, I got what? 3 back there.
I know Goofyfoot has a bunch of them too. I think they're really cool. I like New Wave Toys. They make good quality stuff.
Yeah, they definitely will not be making any 3/4 scale. Here's from the founder himself on 3/4 scale arcades.
3/4 scales. What's he think of them?
That's that weird arcade 1-up size. I would never do that. It's small, man. I mean,
too small, man.
I'm 6'7". Fuck, man, my back is sore. Playing. It's just weird to me. I don't like that scale. I don't like it at all.
So there you go, Silo himself. So no 3/4 scales coming anytime soon.
No,
because he said it's weird.
Oh, 3/4 scale? That's that weird arcade 1-up size. I would never do that. So it's small, man. I mean, I'm 6'7". Fuck, man, my back is sore. Playing. It's just weird to me. I don't like that scale. I don't like it at all.
Goofyfoot says they're releasing a killer droid cigarette vending machine.
Is it going to be
so that we find out? I mean, I'm kind of out of touch with the news today. People in the chat, what's going on? Did they actually release? Are they going to release a cigarette machine? I mean, I don't know who's it for. I would not be interested in a cigarette machine. I think some people might be, but I would definitely be out on the cigarette machine. Did they actually release a cigarette machine? High Scores on Tap. Did you do a video on the New Wave Toys release? Curious.
a vending machine or cigarette, or is it weird or old candy machines? Some old candy machines look like that.
Huh.
I should.
Awesome. So is there like a silhouette or something that they put out? Because they do that silhouette thing where they show the silhouette. Yeah, the Cubert is a great cab. That's the New Wave Toys that I have. I've been very happy with the Cubert New Wave Toys machine. Very fun to play.
Yeah, let me pop that.
Yeah, Carlo says we'll find out what New Wave Toys has up their sleeve. Yeah, it won't be long now. Won't be long now. And the cat will be out the bag.
I think it's
the bag, and people will know.
There it is, right there.
Let's pause it. Let's see. High Scores on Tap says it's on my video. Definitely go to High Scores on Tap's channel and check out his video. The preview show had a full-size SIG machine. Yeah. A full-size machine is on display, but no spoilers given. Yeah. Welcome to the stream, my family. Brooklyn saying hi to my family.
Cigarette machine too, but you never know. Could be an old candy machine, but I think it's going to be their new chargers. to charge
That's
their
cool.
their cabinets,
Cigarette
because you know how they
machine.
had the coin changer was
Yeah, the coin
charger.
machine.
It was a charging machine. I think these might be charging machines, maybe.
Okay.
They are coming out. I'm just guessing. Just guesses over here, speculating. It could just be a cigarette machine, but you can't really have a working cigarette machine. So I'm thinking maybe they'll have it as a charger, like their coin.
Yeah, that does look a lot like a cigarette machine, you know.
Yeah, but
I don't know, but I mean, are cigarettes still popular? I don't know. Are they still popular? Do people still smoke? I mean, I don't smoke myself, but I mean, are cigarettes still popular? Or is that kind of a retro thing in of itself? I don't know. I don't really track it. Like no one I know smokes anymore.
No, but if you have like an old like I've said before, you know, people actually make 1/6 scale arcades. To have a cigarette machine in that little arcade would look pretty damn cool. So hey, what's up, Killer J?
Cigarette
What's up,
machine.
MJP? What's up, Jason? What's up, guys?
MJP. I want my MJP.
They're announcing this tomorrow. New Wave is announcing this tomorrow at 3 p.m. So please be sure to check your email at 3 p.m. Pacific time, which will be at noon Eastern, to see the reveal of our next New Wave vending project.
New Wave vending project. What?
And they're going to be in Cleveland as well. So if you guys are up in Cleveland, you
what? Oh, wait a minute. What is this? What is this? Oh, wait. Let's see. USB cigarette machine. Cool cigarettes. I don't know. Anyone interested in that? That is bizarre. You know. Comment from Mikey Yoon says, I like the New Wave toys, but some of their products are so expensive. Yeah. I really did love the Berserk. I really wanted to get the Berserk. Goofy Foot said he ordered his smokes machine. Cool cigarettes. I remember I always used to see those in like when you went to a bar, I saw those a lot. It is kind of cool. It's definitely retro. I haven't seen those kind of machines anymore. Is that even legal anymore to sell cigarettes through a machine like that? I'm not sure if it is. Go back.
you go check out. I don't know if they're going to have one there. It'd be cool if they have one there. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. There was the
think
preview.
it's
Ian says he has a real life Wrigley's gum
there was the
dispenser.
reveal.
That's pretty cool. No, a lot of people thought they were going to release a 3/4 scale arcade, but
Yeah, there's the 80s. Yeah, there's a
picture of a cigarette machine right by it, huh? Yeah, I'm with Mikey.
Bam.
I really
See,
don't
there's a
have
machine.
any
Yeah,
nostalgia
I
for
remember
a
those.
cigarette
See,
machine.
that and
Cool.
it looks like
the
that
lifetime
candy comes out.
non-smoker.
Don't that look like
I don't
the
know.
picture? That's why I said it
Does
could be
look
an
like
old candy
does
machine.
Look like the picture, yeah.
So it might,
Put
that's
the
why I
little
say
candies
that.
in there. The
candy
good
machine
machine was a
Yeah,
cooler
but
idea
it's-
than the cigarette machine, in my opinion.
Everybody's quick to say
Yeah.
cigarettes.
Some Necco wafers, some Payday. Look at the gum. The gum's on
go
the
for some
side.
Necco
Look at
wafers.
that.
Those
That's
are
pretty
Yeah.
delicious.
I remember that. Yeah, the gum was always separate over there. So yeah, see
man,
guys,
That, that was pre
got
the
the smoke
machines that
machine.
always don't drop the stuff. You know those machines, the little coily things that move, and then the stuff gets stuck, and you end up hitting the machine.
Beat the
you
heck
get
out
it
of
to
those
come
machines.
loose.
Get those.
You know,
Get my
those
chips. Get
machines
my
that-
chips to fall down.
Yeah, those machines, they suck.
I know.
I mean, I swear it must happen a lot, but it seems like every once in a while when I use one of those, my stuff just gets stuck.
tuning
and it's like
in.
at the very end, and it doesn't drop.
Taking a look at arcade talk from last
Yeah,
night.
I agree. High score taps. It would be bad press. If
Sharing
it's a
the
signal
things that
stream.
I
1/6
purchased from
scale
Atgames.
community does want a
Put my
cigarette
money
machine.
down on the
I
Adams
hang
family
out over there
pinball.
sometimes, man. The 1/6 scale
My
community.
choices
Yes,
were
there
the
is a thing
control
called
panel.
one.
Yeah, candy would be better. I mean, I think the
In the
smoking
pinball
to me
net.
has a little bit of a stigma.
140
Do you remember that
some
show
games.
Mad
It
Men
works
that
out
used
to
to
be
be on, where
35
people would- like,
cents.
people would
a
smoke
pinball
everywhere,
machine. A table.
I mean,
35 cents.
in the past. I mean, if you go
35
way back
cents a
into
table.
like the 50s and 60s, like they would
Pretty hard to
smoke
pass up.
ridiculous how much people would smoke. But I don't know. It's so bad for you,
Yeah.
The bad, I feel sorry. I mean, first of all, it's addictive, and it's just really hard for your health,
Andy's game room. You back in here? I don't think Andy was in here when I played this video. Andy's game room. You back in the chat? Let me know. I got a video for you. Condom machine? Oh no. Oh no,
Goofy
dude.
Foot said they
I've
were
been
in
playing
every
a high scores
arcade
and
in his
tap. Told me
area.
there's this game on the Atgames pinball called Jack's Open. I think I've been playing this pinball a lot. It's like one of those old electromechanical
Pull cigarettes out of that
style
mug
ones.
when you're at the bar.
Those really
drunk.
old ones, the ones that have like the
Yes.
chimes and the bells.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, it's addictive.
That might have been the
you know?
only
It's
time I
like,
might have smoked a
you know,
cigarette when I was
you,
drunk.
you actually can roll over the
drinking.
score. At least I can when I play. But I mean, the high scores, man.
Dude,
the
it needs to
Atgames
be a new wave
community,
whack-a-mole.
They're serious about virtual pinball, man. Them high scores are insane.
Yeah.
I thought I was doing pretty
Exactly,
good.
Mikey.
but,
I
I'm
don't
not
even know
gonna
how I
be
would
that high.
explain it to my
I've played it a
grandson
bunch,
if
but
I had the cigarette machine. It's
got
like
some
played
skilled
it.
players.
it's like
I'll play this video one more time for
This
Andy's
is, you
game room.
know,
He said he's back in here. So
this is Alien versus
for you.
Predator,
this
and
is from Silo. Talking
here's
about
a
what
cool
3/4
cigarette
scale
machine.
arcades.
I don't know. Here's
Oh, 3/4
Cubert.
scale,
For me, it's
that's,
just
that weird
it's not something
arcade
I'm
outside
interested
that
in,
would
but that doesn't mean that people won't
Small,
like
man.
it.
I mean,
You know,
Too small, man.
Fuck, man, back in the door, you know, playing. It just looked weird to me. I
yeah, in
don't
a
like
bar
that
it would be
stuff.
cool.
I don't like it.
Like
I don't like that
you
scale.
have
It's
like
not for
if you
him.
have like a bar.
So
it'd be
3/4
cool to
is
have
not
that
coming to
little,
New Waves.
cigarette machine
He's not a
as a
fan.
charger for your phone.
No
or something.
3/4 coming. Now you might get a full size one day, but definitely no 3/4. too
Yeah,
small,
everyone
too
smoked
small,
in the
man.
movies, and they didn't
Yeah,
smoke.
too small, man.
For a while,
Too
it's like
small,
everyone
man.
they used to pay people to smoke.
Damn.
That
on camera.
weird arcade one up.
Cigarette
Dude,
companies
I'm not
did.
even reading that. But you know,
JP.
Carlo's excited that Atgames is
Hey,
going
what's
to
up,
bring
Richard Dello?
ALP owners.
Did you
the
get
current
anything off the
owners,
nod
a
sale? No,
revised
I know.
Gottlieb table.
I know he might not be so into it. I think he has a pretty decked out ALP. And that's okay. People can have different opinions. Like I said, for me, like I never really modified my ALP. So this I feel like I'm getting a lot of the upgrades that I really eventually wanted to do, but never got around to, like the bigger back glass. The resolution for me was fine. I mean, I don't even think it needed 4K, but you know, if it's sharper or something, that's good. And I know the back glass screen, if it's anything like the screen they have on the ALU has probably one of the best home arcade screens. Atgames Legends Ultimate. The black levels on it are fantastic. And you never know what kind of weird stuff I might end up doing. Man, what if I start playing gun games on the back glass of the pinball? I mean, I don't know. Let's see. Hollywood Polo has a question. Carlo, Richard Della, Goofyfoot, do you guys know the screw dimensions of the iArcade control panel? Lots of screw. I need to replace them now. Don't know. You might be able to take one out and go to like a hardware store. That's probably what I would do. Carlo's going to see if he has the manual. Welcome to the stream, Hollywood Polo. Hollywood Polo is an excellent virtual pinball player. He's got tons of high scores on Pinball FX3. Every time I play, I see that he's up at the top of those leaderboards. So excellent player. Some revised Gottlieb tables. Those are some of my favorite tables. Haunted House, Black
Haunted
Hole,
House. Black Hole.
Class of 1812.
Man, Mikey Yoon with a question. Wasn't Biggie D's super secret insider source the one who leaked that new wave toys that was going to answer 3/4 scale at Cleveland? Well, I mean, he doesn't seem to really dig that 3/4 scale thing from watching that video, but you never know. Richard Dello said, Polo, just bring it to a store and they can match it. That's probably what I would do. I'd probably go to a hardware store with it, just unscrew one of the other ones and just bring it. Okay. He said he tried that. He went to Menards today, but a friend pricked out the wrong one. Okay. He got some good ones.
Yeah. Shiloh reminds me of Big Lebowski. Yep.
He does, man. He's like the dude. He's like the dude, 100%, man.
And he grew up.
He's the kind of guy you'd want to hang out with, though. He just seems like a cool cat, you know?
And he's from Canada.
Uh-huh.
Can't really tell he's from Canada, but he grew up in Canada.
Mikey in with the comment of the night.
Okay, what if it's a tampon machine? Oh no. Oh boy.
MJP Games and Movies, he does this show where he's like a DJ. It's really good. He plays classic arcade games and plays awesome music.
He's got all that.
Rock
Metal
and retro. Yeah, man. I mean, if you're
Awesome.
if you're a fan of the metal, and I am a fan of the metal, it's very good. It's very fun.
You know, it's just like a chill show to watch with good music. I usually put it on, play games in my arcade. Good times, good times.
Hey, what's up, Thor? KC.
Hey, do you have that picture I sent you from Brooklyn Menace? Do you have that meme?
I want to let me download it.
Oh man, what a bummer. Okay,
but
that's a great meme.
I could throw it over though.
That's no big deal.
Where is it?
Carlos playing Amazonian tonight. It's a great table. Has fire ants, birds, piranhas, and a snake, and a good play field. There it is. There you go. Ollie's, where home arcades come to die. Look at those beautiful machines.
There are much higher quality assets from many of those Gottlieb tables available. They improve the quality of the graphics on the Gottlieb. Well, yeah, it sounds like they already improved the Gottlieb table some already.
Yeah.
They did on the HD version, or going to.
Yeah.
So it should cross over. We'll see.
I actually still enjoyed them. I mean, I'm glad they're redoing them, but I enjoyed them the way they were, the way they came. So, I mean, but they're going to be better, I'm sure.
So Thor KC got his Ghosts and Goblins combo
Awesome.
a couple hours ago. Okay, so people are getting them. I knew they said they wanted to get them out before.
Dude, I'm waiting to see if someone finish either of those games.
AMZ.
On one of those new wave toys. I want to see someone play that game all the way through. That'd be awesome.
That's right. Yeah, Carlo did say it. Arcade 1-Up's Atari Pong Pub Table and MK2 Deluxe for $2.99 at Ollie's. It's current flyer. Yeah, he did send me that flyer too.
Dude, I'm trying to do the purge with my arcade 1-Ups, and man, it's been slow going. Too many deal hunters. People want them for next to nothing.
Yep.
It's like, I gave you $100. I'm like, yeah, I guess you would give me $100, but you know, I'd rather go out in my backyard and light it on fire than sell it for $100.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, P-Dubs did a video on the micro pinball, and he shows, you know, what they did to the HD version. They put like a G for Gottlieb on the ball, so you could actually see the ball.
Oh yeah, cool.
So, but yeah, P-Dubs did a video, I think yesterday.
Yeah, Mikey Uda's right. $2.99 is still too expensive for an arcade 1-Up. I'm talking $149. $149 is what they should be going for,
or at least $199.
Yeah, $199. Yeah, $199 would be reasonable. I mean, they did Killer Instinct for $150, and it came with a stool. You got a stool with that mug, a stool that you couldn't sit in because it's hard as a rock.
Yeah, 150 Ki. Yep, came with a stool. You said. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't.
Got a comment here from Chris. It's kind of how I feel too. After getting in the ALU, we can't play arcade 1-Ups anymore. Too small of a control deck, crappy buttons, not enough games per cabinet. You know, and that's why I'm purging my arcade. I mean, I'm selling them all. You know, my phone's dinging right now. I got people on Marketplace contacting me. I want to clear them out, but you know, there's just so many ways to play these games too anymore.
Carlos showed me that. I was like, man,
you don't need to have bad controls.
Too high. You thought that'd be a little bit
sound
cheaper than that,
or a small picture.
I guarantee if they don't move and all these, man, they will drop the prices quickly. I don't see all these.
Yeah, Ollie's is not holding on to those arcade 1-Ups.
They don't move.
They're gonna have to get gone. Once they reach there, that's the graveyard. That's where stuff goes to die.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, Ollie's doesn't want anything to sit there long. So
I mean, when I saw that mountain of Blitz, I don't know if you saw that photo that leaked of all the Blitz cabs they had. It was like a mountain, like literally a mountain of Blitz cabs. When I saw how many they had, I was like, oh my goodness.
How many did they have?
It was unbelievable. It was like a mountain of arcade 1-Ups, man. It was insane.
You think it's a current picture or like an old?
Yeah, that was a current picture. Those were the ones I think going to Ollie's or something. It was crazy.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
See,
that's to hurt.
See, and I blame NFL on that because I guarantee NFL said you got to make these many, got to make this many, thinking that we're going to sell all these.
People are like, NFL, they're fine. I mean, they're circling the bowl. I mean, it's deja vu of iArcade. What's the first thing iArcade did? Well, they cut staff.
Yeah.
Then they had to announce that they were losing licenses. They lost Double Dragon. Who's losing licenses? Arcade went up. Two of their biggest licenses. Zen Pinball is a huge license to lose. Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct is a huge license. And they want to downplay it like, oh, well, that's just stuff they don't need it or want anymore. There's no way. It's a loss. A loss is a loss. That's good IP that they're losing, you know? I mean, they might not have lost Pac-Man or Midway, but I mean, it still draws people to a brand. A lot of people love Killer Instinct and Battletoads. So, I mean, I don't know.
That's cool too, because you're going to get the Battletoads and Killer Instinct and ALU, and then you're going to get a pinball table.
I know. It's very exciting. It's very exciting. They're making some moves. Atgames is making some moves.
Yep.
It's exciting time to, if you're into Atgames.
Zen is huge, I think. Just because the cool thing about Zen is they're still making tables. So Atgames Pinball 4K turns into like a PlayStation 5. When Zen puts the table out, it's going to go to PlayStation 5, Xbox, Atgames 4K Pinball, Switch, Steam.
Yeah.
Atgames is going to be right there with all these other platforms now. I think that's so fucking awesome.
It was insane. I bought every table for Pinball FX 3. So then I got the new Pinball FX like yesterday. And they when you get it, they unlock all the tables for like a day. Everything was unlocked.
Really?
I got to play Adam's Family. I got to play all the tables. And,
you got to play Adam's Family.
I mean, Zen is amazing. I mean, I can't wait. I mean, Zen is, if you love pinball, and I do love pinball, I mean, Zen is fantastic,
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get that.
And we'll talk about that in, I guess, a bit.
And just like Carl said, with the sale they're doing this weekend, each table is going to be like $1.67, for the Gottlieb, Zakara, and the new, and then their own ones. All the tables, the 160 tables. If you buy them this weekend, they're $1.67 a piece, each table.
Yeah, that's pretty reasonable. That's pretty reasonable. That is.
You got to buy them again, but it's a lot cheaper. But it's like when you went from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, you had to rebuy all those games again. So it's no different than any other platform. I heard people complaining. Yeah, you got to buy them again, but it's no different than any other platform.
It's no different if you have a PlayStation 4 and then you want to play them on Switch, you got to buy them all again. It's the same.
Same thing.
That's the way it always has been.
If you had a DVD player and you went for the Blu-ray,
how many times you bought Dragon Slayer? I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Hey, Shotgun Sean, what's up? He got his pre-order for that beautiful ALP. Awesome, Shotgun Sean. Hey, Shotgun, welcome to the stream. Check this out, Shotgun Sean. Check this out. Boom. Papa Brad put his money down. Oh, stay up there. Getting a lot of lag. Internet's chugging. And I also ordered the control panel, and I ordered the pinball net for a year. Works out to be 35 cents a table. 35 cents. That's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet if you ask me. But congratulations, Sean. Every Shotgun Sean was talking about the virtual pinball. I don't know, maybe on a show. I think it might have been that gaming show, but he's kind of in the same boat as me. Like, I really didn't mod my ALP. I didn't get a different back box. I didn't reskin the art. I just played it the way it came and bought games for it. So, like, for me, like, this new one is getting all those kind of features that I would like to do, would have wanted to do myself down the road. So I think that's kind of cool. But I remember Shotgun Sean said that, and I'm kind of in the same boat as him. So for me, it's just like a natural upgrade path. Every single time it came out, I bought it. I probably bought it 10 times easily. All the way going back from the Sega CD to like the PC to like DVD, then to Blu-ray, and then to Steam, and then on the PlayStation 3. I mean, that's by the way, if you haven't been watching that gaming show is a great show. It's done by Shotgun Sean and Rascal. They do a great job. Check out that gaming show. Fantastic show. If you're a fan of Atgames like Papa Brad is, they're very Atgames friendly. They cover all the home arcades. They cover console stuff, which I'm more of a home arcade guy. I like arcade games the most in pinball, but they cover it all. They do a great show. It's a lot of fun. They're very generous. They're always giving back to the community. And I just want to give them a shout out because they do a fantastic job. Ridiculous. Like if you love the game, you love the game. I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
No, MGP. You will not be able to play the Zen tables on the OG model. And I think that's Zen's. I have a feeling that might be Zen's, because why would Atgames limit it to 4K only? Atgames would run on HD and 4K, right? Because
yeah, that's a bit confusing to me too, like about the plaque. I mean, it's like if the Atgames Adams Family is not limited, why have the plaque for the number of machines? I think maybe they said it wasn't limited because it was the #1 selling pinball machine of all time. As far as like units sold, it is the #1 selling machine. So like if you're going to redo a machine and send out like more than one run, maybe they figure that the Adams Family would be kind of like the one to do that, you know? But that's all I can figure. They're putting out the plaques. I still think it's cool that it'll be numbered, you know? So like you'll have a lower number probably than one that comes down the road, you know? You know, we say it how it is, bro. No holding back. If I say something is crap or amazing, yeah, thanks for the love, for sure. For sure, you deserve it. Plaque is going to be for the first 500 sold. I thought they were all going to have a plaque on the Adams Family. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong. Could be wrong. But I think they don't want to limit the Adams Family. It's a really strong IP. Like I said, it's the #1 selling pinball. And the funny thing with the Adams Family, as someone that loves pinball, there was a time where everywhere you went had Adams Family on. Every free play arcade had Adams Family on their floor. Every place that had pinball machines had their Adams Families all out on the floor to play the real pinball. Now the Adams Family is so valuable and the prices have skyrocketed because collectors buy them, that it's like you barely ever get to play the real machines now. People don't want to put them out on the floor for free play and for general play. So, I mean, I think that is one of the sad things about that is it's actually such a popular machine now. The prices have skyrocketed that you see less people. You see less of them in when I tour arcades. I see less of the Adams Family. That's a shame because it's one of the greatest pinball machines of all time. It is if you're going to get one table, Adams Family has a super deep rule set. And there's a ton going on, so it's a good game. You know, I mean, I love Adams Family and Twilight Zone. They're a really great classic from that time period for pinball. But yeah, so much info is not clear, and there is like we you know, as Atgames fans, we probably have a million questions. But like, you know, what I don't like is people putting out the wrong information. Like immediately when they announced it, you had people like A1 Up Kits saying, oh, well, it's only going to have Adams Family. That's all they're ever going to have. That's the only Zen they're going to have. I mean, that's totally just having an agenda against it. And, you know, I had a feeling they were going to get the other Zen tables even before they showed that announcement. But, I mean, to me, the Adams Family that's a table they don't want to limit. So I think that's why they're saying that. But that's just my opinion. But, you know,
they make more money. So
I think they know it's pretty demanding, and so they want to run it on the good hardware. I mean,
and it might not run on HD, even if they lower the bar.
I don't want it to run if it runs like that Arcade 1-Up. I don't want it to run like that, you know.
What did high score say? Arcade 1-Up will be buried with a 2600 ET cartridge.
Yeah, man.
I love ET, man.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite games.
You're going to go in the dump and you're going to see you know, some kind of Capcom sitting out with the discolored graphics.
Yeah, damn MGP. I mean, yeah, it'll probably be the HD will probably be cheaper on Atgames, and you probably go find. I know on Facebook, man, people are putting open ball on there everywhere. People are trying to get rid of the old ones so they get the new 4K.
Yeah, so the thing is, actually, technically, you can play all the pinball effects on the old Atgames. You just have to use a PC.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You could actually play it today if you want to. You could play everything on there through the using the PC.
Well, we're gonna go, Mikey. We're gonna go over that rock chip. I found a good video about that rock chip. I'm gonna play in a little bit. And it talks about
jump into the nod stuff.
What's that?
Are we jumping into the nod stuff?
Yeah, we're gonna cover the nod stuff first, and then
Okay.
we'll talk about the rock chip. So play the video here. Pull it up in here. I think this is what, 7 minutes or something? Oh no, 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah, it's really short, man.
Their videos are always short.
Yeah, they are.
This weekend only.
Look at all the IP.
I know, I didn't want to stop it right there.
I mean, stop it right there. I mean, we got Star Wars, Marvel. We'll pause it right here too. I did find out all the tables that will be on the Pinball net, and I read them earlier in this stream. But basically, we get all the Gottlieb stuff, and you're getting all the Zaccaria tables, and you know, I do like the natural history pack that they give you. I mean, I've seen some YouTubers have never played the pinball games that are on the Atgames, like really ripping on the tables. And I don't really get it because some of the tables are really fun, you know. I mean, I like some of the Taito tables too, but actually, surprisingly, some of those natural history tables are really great. Like the Ice Age one is great. I like the Amazonia one is really fun. So there's some pretty cool ones in there. I mean, there's a few duds, but anytime you get a collection of things, I mean, that's how it works. You're gonna get the whole gauntlet from like stuff that you love to stuff that you just don't really care for, you know. I really am a fan of the old school tables too. Like when I was playing the Jax Open, I think it was called. It's basically a electromechanical era pinball. Those are fun, man. It's like 100% nudging. I mean, if you don't nudge when you play that kind of pinball, you're dead. You're not gonna you're not even gonna you're not gonna last a second. I mean, because those pinball machines are brutal. I mean, you know, but yeah, I'm a fan of the old school tables. So it's good to know that the Gottlieb tables will be brought to HD. You know, I hope they do a really good job converting them. I've always liked the haunted house and the black hole table a lot. And, you know, I hear people say, oh, the ball doesn't look like it's rolling great, but I still really enjoyed playing them all the time on the ALP. So having upgraded versions of those is a win. And from what I heard, Atgames is even going to upgrade the Gottlieb tables for the original ALP as well, which will be a great upgrade. And I can't wait to see that. I think that's going to be something to look forward to. They said October, I think. They're going to update the Gottlieb packs for pinball, which is pretty cool. Yeah, lights, camera, action. That's a good one. Class of 1812 is fun. You've got Star Trek in the background with the Klingon birds of war fighting. That's Star Trek 100%. You can make that bigger. Hold on, let me add this to the stage here. Let's see if I can do this. How do I do that? There you go. Is that better? I don't know if that's better or not. Let me make it bigger. Is that gonna make it bigger? Yeah, there you go. There's a good picture of it. Yeah, so you got, if you look in this picture, actually Star Trek is hidden at the top. That's from the Star Trek table. I mean, these are big IPs. Marvel, Star Wars, you know, Mandalorian, Indiana Jones. I mean, that's some good stuff. Indiana Jones. And quite honestly, people are like, oh, well, they're not showing the Williams. I think the Williams will be the tables that they're releasing as like the whatever they call them, the elite editions or the special editions.
CEP, collector's edition.
The collector's editions will probably be those Williams tables that are so beloved, you know?
Oh, that may
think about the titles they got. They got all the bangers. I think they'll have a lot of Williams skins, you know.
So Mikey says, or MJP says, if you hook up a PC up to the OG, you can play Zen.
Absolutely, 100%.
There you go. I have a PC with a GPU just sitting around doing nothing. There you go. You hook it up to
There
the
you go.
pinball.
Yeah, and that's the other great thing. Like, people are missing the side benefit of this. Like, we're all excited for this new 4K pinball, but the side benefit is that a lot of people are going to be getting rid of their old pinballs, their HD ones. And man, it's going to be eventually the price will be good. You could scoop up a HD one. You know, you can justify getting a PC to run pinball effects on it.
This could be showing you 6 of their limited edition or collector's edition. These all
They could go with those properties, or they could go with the Williams. You know,
yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they got 15. So
yeah, that's a lot. I mean, you just look at some of the Williams tables. You know, they're going to do some of those.
it'd be awesome if they did Creature of the Black Lagoon. I'll be getting another one.
Man, I found out the answer to that. That was a question I asked at Games. If you do the Pinball Net, can you download and play the tables locally? And the answer to that is yes, 100%. It allows you to download the tables to your machine, and you can play them locally. It's not streaming. It's basically you download it to your machine. It's like if you had Xbox Game Pass, it downloads the game to the machine, and then you play it from the machine. So that was a good question. I had that question too. The other question I had that I asked at Games directly was, will the Pinball Net pack include the Gottlieb tables? Because the Gottlieb tables for me are some of my favorite tables to play. It's just me personally. And I did find out that they are going to include all the Gottlieb tables were in there. So pretty much you're getting all the Gottlieb tables. You're getting all the Zakaria, I think it's called. Zakaria. I don't know how you say it, but you're getting all of those tables. It's like 140 some tables. It works out to be, if you do the $50 deal, it's like 35 cents a table. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's not a lot of risk. I mean, for me, it isn't, but I mean, I mean, sometimes I might buy like one modern game that sucks, and I'll pay more than $50 for that game. So, and I know what I'm getting with the pinball packs, you know. Goofy Foot says he's looking forward to Indiana Jones. Give him some time to clear out some cabinets, trying to be positive. Yeah. Indiana Jones would be a great one to have. Like, for me, my most nostalgic cabinet out of the Zen tables would probably be, believe it or not, Creature from the Black Lagoon would be my favorite. But there's so many good ones that they could do. I mean, just if you look at let's take a look at this video one more time. This came out today. I was excited to watch this. This was fun. Let's take one more look. I played this at the very beginning. Let's take one more look. We're going to get cheaper than it is right now. I mean, I hope we get it cheaper, but realistically, I don't think it'll be cheaper than it is right now. Realistically, I don't think it will be. I mean, that's why, I'm pretty much against FOMO, but I mean, I feel like if you're going to buy it, you might as well get the discount. And I know with the Atgames stuff, I haven't been disappointed so far. So I felt confident just ordering it and putting in my pre-order for it. Yeah, I would have to have that. That would be hard for me to resist.
Yeah, that's the only thing I
still. Star Wars is really cool. You know, give me Star Wars. Just don't put any of that Disney crap on there. Yeah, no Disney.
Yeah,
no Disney Star Wars pinball with no Disney on it at all. Original trilogy, please. An original trilogy table.
Tron Legacy.
I love Marvel. I mean, they got. I mean, like, people were like, at first, people were like, oh, all they're getting is all they're going to get is Addams Family. That's all they're going to give them. Like, all the Arcade 1-Up shills were like, they're only going to get Addams Family, and that's going to be it. Is it really worth the money just to get one Zen table? It's like they're missing the big picture. I mean, they're just giving an agenda to make people not want to get it.
Right here it says Zen Studios, over 40 packs coming soon. So they're just talking about the Zen Studio pinball tables, over 40. So there you go. We're going to have over 40 Zen tables. So which we all knew that was going to happen anyway. They ain't going to just release one. That's not worth for Zen to do one.
Yeah, I absolutely 100% believe, and I see Jason's comment. I 100% believe they're saving the Williams tables for the collector's editions.
Awesome, Goofy Foot.
That's why they're not.
Send
in
me
this
some
picture.
pics.
I think they're going to
Send me
save
some
them for the
pics. I want to
collector's
see
edition
that.
pinballs. I really do.
Welcome to the
Because
stream.
those are the
Obsidian
pinballs
Contraption.
that really pull hard on people's nostalgia. Like if you're a huge pinball fan, they got the AAA top tier classic pinballs. So I think they're saving those for those collector's editions. That's my opinion.
Yeah, it could be. And I still don't understand if they're really going to do 5,000 or not. Like, Mikey Yon said here, that's 75,000.
Maybe they're looking at it like this though. Maybe they're looking at it like this, T. Maybe they build like 1,500 or something, and then if they sell out, they do another run, or maybe they move on. You know what I mean? What they're saying is they're not going to do more than that of one particular design. The worst thing they could do is like order way too many and start choking on them like the Blitz cabinets. If they overproduce these cabinets, it could be, no matter how good it is, even if it's great, if they overproduce them, it's going to be a problem because they're going to be stuck with a lot of high-end pinballs, without buyers.
I just think 5,000.
That's a lot of pinball.
I mean, do they really mean 5,000 or is it 500? 500 would make it really collectible.
The Rexer go. Have you disclosed your Atgames influencers? I do. I am a member of the 28 people in the chat from Atgames. I don't know how I got in there. Must have been some freak event, but there are lots of big YouTubers in there. Michael B, Dubs, and lots of other channels. Rascals Arcades in there, Shotgun Sean's in there. There's tons of YouTubers in there. Evil Genius Entertainment's in there.
Yeah,
of course. But I've always liked Atgames. I mean, you could call me an Atgames shell. I won't be offended at all. I own an Atgames. I bought all my stuff. Atgames sent me one thing. They sent me two. They sent me 2 Dr. Seuss tables. There's my disclosure, and that's it. I got 2 Dr. Seuss tables in my long history. I mean, what have other YouTubers gotten from Atgames? A heck of a lot more than that. No free ALUs, no pinballs. I mean, basically, and I'm an outlier in there anyway. Like I am I'm an independent though. I say what I want, and if it gets me kicked from the group, I'm fine with it. I'm totally independent. I don't have an NDA with anybody.
Yeah, but I'm no influencer. I'm just poos.
Yeah. Full disclosure, I am a subscriber. I am a subscriber of the Rexer Show. And I've even super chatted the Rexer Show. So full disclosure, why would I not want to watch the #1 Arcade 1-Up YouTube show? And I have to say, they call it right. Like 99.9% of the time, they call it right, So, I mean.
Yep. Continue on with the video. I think we're almost done anyways.
Mm-hmm.
$50% off this weekend for all the tables.
Yeah.
140 tables to launch at launch.
Full disclosure, Papa Brad is the Rexer Show influencer. Probably. I like people that are independent. In the Rexer Show, he's independent. I don't have to worry about his opinion being swerved by anything. He's going to say what he thinks.
Here's a National History, packs 2 and 3.
Go back a little bit. Those look pretty cool. Yeah, that is cool. And those will be available for the existing pinballs. Yeah. A lot of this stuff is still coming out on the regular ALP. I mean, they'll just have HD versions too if you have the different machine. Yeah. I did watch Rexer's stream about the ALP, and he had some good points.
Other things on sale too.
139 for that control deck. Wow, that's pretty good.
Pinball control decks, $199, $100.
I was looking at that Legends Gamer. You know, you throw some coin ops X on there, you could have a lot of fun with that.
So they're gonna be there. They are in Cleveland. It looks like they got a pretty good spot.
Yeah, I've been noticing too. There's been a lot of people spreading the fear that for some reason Atgames would move away from bring your own game, coin ops X. I don't ever see that happening. I mean, that kind of is their model, is that it's an open and connected platform. I mean, I don't see them ever moving away from that. I mean, that's one of the things that they've really done right since the beginning. So I don't see Atgames doing that, you know. And, you know, with the firmwares, I know it's like it was almost good that they didn't change the firmware for almost a year. I think it was like a long time because they had everything working right. But I mean, it's just like when you're trying to do everything, which is what the Atgames products do, they try to do everything. You know, it's hard to fix one thing without breaking another, I think, because they're going for something that's very powerful. So, but I really don't ever see them taking away the bring your own games. And I mean, that's just fear mongering. I don't see Atgames that would pretty much eliminate their model that they've been so successful with. So that's just my opinion, but I really don't see that happening.
I think you'll see the Atgames 4K Pinball at Chicago.
Yeah, maybe I'm too new. Rexer Show says I was in the Atgames influencer group long ago. I know what goes on in there, so I know firsthand. Well, I haven't been in there that long, Rexer. And quite honestly, I barely check it. I mean, I just checked it because this is happening, but.
So there's their little short video they put out. It's pretty much the same thing as the PDF. So
High scores on tap says you'll need a second job to support this habit. Yeah, it can get expensive if you choose, if you want to. I mean,
yeah. So this is the PDF of the what we just saw. Yeah, pretty good sales coming this weekend. So it starts tomorrow, Friday, and goes through Monday.
It's happening
so
right now.
You almost can say it's like the Cleveland Convention Expo.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, huh?
Yeah. So it kind of coincides with Cleveland, which is
good time to pick up deals.
Like they won't sell, they can't sell out. It's just an unlimited amount.
At least this weekend, it's all unlimited. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then that's not that big of a risk.
Nope. And if you want to buy two 4K pinball machines, you can buy two.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, I got 24
sure, you can buy two. You can buy probably as many as you want, but I wouldn't. I mean, you could.
It's one of their questions, you know.
Dude, you can buy as many as you want. Anyway, shout out to the channel members that are here. Thank you very much for being a channel member. Goofyfoot, Carlo, High Scores on Tap. We'll play a super chat for you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining the channel. Let's see. We'll go with how about the Gun Girl? Someone's gonna buy every skin they make. Like they do that. There are people that do that with arcade 1-ups. They'll have like 3 Street Fighters. Someone's gonna buy every skin they make just because they can. It would be, but someone's gonna do it.
Says here too, you have the option to purchase the new Legends 4K pinball tables and subscribe to Legends 4K Pinball Net to receive access to all available tables.
I do like that they're giving you 2 free. Whoa. Thank you so much. We got a $2 super chat from Carl O. Here's some virtual pinball money, Papa Brad. Thank you so much. Yes, I will definitely put this towards my virtual pinball purchases. Let's give you Spider-Man. So much. That really helps out. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Months of the pinball net with access to all the tables, so you can get a feel for what you like. That's pretty awesome.
And if you want
2 free months,
if you want a full year, which would be after the 2 months, so really it's 50% off. So for $50 you can get a whole year of pinball net.
As crazy as it sounds, like, to me, that is something I'm interested in. And I'm gonna get a lot of hate. But $50 isn't what it used to be.
Better than 100.
High scores on tap. I'm getting all the tables, $2 super chat. Like, thank you so much. The very newest, like the Zen. So much. I'm setting a new record for my month. Like most of the big collection of pinball tables that you have already. This will be your super chat. Thank you. So I would probably do that. Personally, especially when I know I can get access to the whole library for $50 for a year. Just seems like, for me, that's a good plus you can do the 2 months. You get 2 months and then you'll get the year upon that when you activate it, I guess.
So it'd be like 14 months really you would get.
I
just wish they would make Pinball Net part of their LPO though.
Thank you, Obsidian Contraption. I do too. I love that music.
Member, you have Arcade Net and Bring Your Own Game. I wish they would put Pinball Net in that too. Maybe they will.
Speaking of music, if you haven't checked out, there's a fantastic game. I have a video on my channel. If you have not checked out the Doodle Taxi video on my channel, there's a great game called Doodle Taxi, and Obsidian Contraption did some of the music, I believe, in that game. It's a really great game. It's available on Steam right now. It's very affordable. It's very fun. It's kind of like a cool take on the Crazy Taxi formula, but a very fun game. I like supporting independent game developers, and check out Doodle Taxi. It's totally worth getting.
In the future, but then you'd have access to all that. But they're keeping Pinball Net separate for now.
Yeah.
I guess it's not really worth being an LPO member if you're just going to do pinball, because it doesn't really do nothing for you. You do get free 4 gifts throughout the year through the LPO, but that's all you would really get if you just had the pinball machine.
Yeah.
And then the SF.
I mean, that's a lot of speakers. How many speakers does that add to the Atgames? I mean, it looks pretty cool. I think that subwoofer would be awesome to have. And I mean, at 50% off, it's $200 though. Like $400, man, that's a lot. But it's hard to say because I haven't played it. I mean, I think once you play it, you would probably probably like it. It's probably worth it, but you know, it's hard without playing it. We got a super chat. Wow, another one from my family. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me see. We'll go with Cyberpunk for you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I heard that they're going to have a ton of tables available. Jason's saying the problem when you start out, there'll barely be any 4K tables for the first 60 days. But I heard they were going to have a ton of tables ready when they launched it. Like it was like 120 or something, or it was like a lot. It was a lot of tables.
In here. It's
in there. It's in the PowerPoint.
Yeah, by December 6th, they're going to have that pinball net up.
Yeah.
It's going to have all the 4K in it. See, that's the other thing we haven't talked about yet, too. They're coming out with the Legends Ultimate Advance HD.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing is, Atgames, they do these sales, and you know, if you have access to the whole pinball library, you're gonna find out what you love. Like I don't want to like tell all the tables I love, but I mean, you know, you're gonna find out what you really like. And then when you're buying the tables, if you just decide to buy them outright, at least you know you're getting the ones you want.
I must have missed that. Must be up.
Yeah, one thing, something I've enjoyed that's on sale too is the Activision pack. If you have the ALU Arcade, they have a pack. It's called the Activision pack, and it has a bunch of really great Atari games. So if you're a huge Atari nerd like me and you like Atari, check out the Activision pack. I mean, I play the heck out of Hero on my ALU all the time. I'm always playing that game, but it's really good. It's a good pack of games. They run well too. Especially some of the spinner games. I was worried they wouldn't be able to pull them off, but they did a good job porting them to the Atgames.
Yeah, it said somewhere in here, I saw it somewhere that pinball net's going to be up by December 6th.
Yeah.
I don't know where it was.
40 packs.
Yeah, that's the Zen Studios. Over 40 packs coming soon. See, they say it's coming soon. So.
New tables and packs to be announced as they become available. Yeah.
And
like I said, I really believe that all the Williams stuff they're going to save for the special editions because they know that that's gonna pull people to buy them. People that love pinball. Okay, there it is right there.
Yeah, right here. And then it says right here.
140 tables available on launch in 4K. 140 tables.
Yep.
And,
at launch on December 6th.
I did hear some criticism of some of the tables, but I actually have played some of the tables. Some of the launch tables are pretty good. Like that that Ice Age one is really fun. You know, they're not the greatest though. I mean, like, you know, to be honest, I would like to see like the dinosaur one is fun. The Dinosaur Dynasty. I mean, so they're fun. The Amazonian one's fun. So there's some good tables there that are fun to play. But you know, I do like the Taito tables a lot. I didn't see those yet, but those are a lot of fun. Like the Space Invaders, and just have a bunch of good ones.
Yeah, it even says right here, because some people asked the question, I think last week. Tables are downloaded to the machine, not streamed, stored locally.
Stored locally. So It's basically going to be, it's just going to basically access it probably once to make sure you bought the subscription, and then you're going to play them just like if you downloaded them. I don't suspect there will be a big difference on quality of play. And for $50 for a year, that's not bad. I mean,
better than
think
100.
about some of the other stuff that I buy. I mean, you buy one, Xbox game, you have access to all those tables for a year. I mean, for me, that doesn't seem like a bad deal to me. But
yeah, and they're saying too, access to a large catalog of pinball tables, unlimited play, special deals, and exclusive giveaways and coupons.
Yeah, I'm seeing
so
11
you're getting
too,
a little bit
right
more
now
than
as
just
far as my
Pinball Net.
likes.
It almost
Thank
sounds
you
like
for hitting the
you're
like
getting-
button, by the way.
Almost sounds like their LPO membership.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Helps the
maybe they'll
videos
give
get
you
some
some
discounts and stuff. So
It says coupons,
yeah.
coupons, exclusive giveaways, special deals. So
And Atgames was very generous with ArcadeNet. Like, if you go back like a year and a half, 2 years ago, I mean, it seemed like they were always giving away ArcadeNet, and that was great. That got a lot of people try it at least.
oh, and here if you're at Games HD pinball owner, it says the Gottlieb HD 22 tables free update for ALP HD owners will be available in October. So next couple of weeks could be have that. That's the same update they did for the micro pinball.
Yeah.
So available in October. So
I see Thor saying that Atgames needs an official public spokesperson. Official public spokesperson. Atgames does have an official spokesperson. That's not showing it. There we go. It's the spokesperson for Atgames, Uncle Fester, representing. Well, this thing is chugging, crushing my computer. They really don't have one. That is interesting. They don't have one. But
yeah, they really don't have one now.
And I know they hired Michael Svabek. He was good, pretty good at delivering product, pretty professional. But
yes,
Hey,
what's up, Calvin?
140 tables means all their current games, including Natural History 1 and 2, all the Zachariah non-DLX games. I don't see Taito in that graphic, but they are doing a skin on it at first, so I assume probably. Seuss, I know, is ready for 4K. You can see the DMDs you'll get using the flyover view angle mode on your HD devices. Yeah, I would expect that they could upscale those pretty successfully. The Taito tables and the Dr. Seuss tables, which already look great, by the way. I mean, just the way they are now, I'm thrilled. I like them. I mean, even if they just, I would like to address that. Goofy Foot is 100% right. One of the things that I believe Atgames has done 100% right is they do not have a spokesman and they do not have any drama. So Goofy Foot might get comment of the night, but yes, they do not need a spokesperson. I think, just release the information, let people cover it, and that's it. I mean, I don't think that helps the companies. I think it makes them worse, in my opinion. That's my opinion. Update them and have the graphics a little bit higher end. That would be nice, but.
And this page here is telling you all the rare games coming for the pinball. And
it seems like that Pack 1 is the better deal, though. Look at the games in the Pack 1: Battletoads, Killer Instinct 2, RC Pro Am, RC Pro Am 2. That Pack 1 is pretty strong.
Yeah, 2 is
the Pack 2 is like I don't know any of those games. You know any of those games?
Nope. Jetpack is the only one I know. There's Jetpack right there.
Pack 1 has got a lot of big titles.
10 games too. You get 10 for 25 instead of 9 for 25.
Yeah.
They'll sell a lot of the Pack 1, and then for pinball you get Sea of Thieves, Killer Instinct, and Battletoads. So sometime next year, it's going to be in HD and for 4K devices. So
going back on and playing some Pinball Effects, though, it made me realize how awesome it is, though. I mean, they just have so much stuff. I mean, it's like even if you go to the Pinball FX 3, I bought every table for that, and I was playing some of that, and then I got the new version because I wanted to see if I felt it was that different. And for me, honestly, you're not gonna believe what I'm gonna say. To me, it wasn't that much different. I mean, I guess it was a little better, but just as a playing it, I didn't find that the new Pinball FX was, I didn't feel like I needed to rebuy everything,
Oh, really?
I didn't. I mean, they had Adam's Family, which was nice because the original Pinball FX 3 doesn't have that. But I played the Indiana Jones on both versions, and they were both good. So,
Yeah, Mikey asked, what do you guys think makes the Adams Family Standard Edition versus a Collector's Edition? There's Adams Family.
that's what I don't get because they have a numbered plaque on it and everything. I guess what they're saying is it's not limited. Like, they could keep going.
Well, Adams Family
is the #1 selling pinball machine of all time. So,
I mean, what makes this standard? I mean, only thing I think a collector's edition would be, one, it's limited. Two, I think it might have the SSF kit installed already, and it might have a control panel already installed. What I think would be cool for a collector's edition would be, especially if it's a Zen table, like say Adams Family, they're going to make that a collector's edition, okay? Put like Uncle Fester in the electric chair, for the collector's edition, instead of it being a light, be a hologram. That'd be cool if they'd add a couple things to the table just for the collector's edition. Yeah. That would be really cool if they did something like that.
Be cool.
I'm not saying they are, but that would be cool if they did that.
That
would make it really stand out and really be a collector's edition. They did something like that. I would think that wouldn't be that hard to do.
Dude, T, you remember that original art they showed on that engineering sample? I mean, come on. You tell me this doesn't look 1,000% better than that engineering sample art. We had Burger King. We had the rainbows. We had,
Burger King
Josie and the Pussycats. I mean, this looks amazing. Like, this looks like something. I mean, this is something I want to have, I'm just saying, like, the art is like 1,000% better. This is actual art. It has a theme. It all goes together. I mean, to me, this is a step in the right direction.
Yeah, it looks like a real pinball. Only thing, once again, is that marquee, but I could live with that. And the other thing, the collector's edition could have a better topper too. I mean, we're just throwing things out.
People will be making all kinds. The toppers. Imagine the mod community; they're going to go crazy making toppers for this. Welcome to the show, Video Game Vegas. I mean, thanks for joining us. Heck, I would probably buy one, to have a different one, maybe a little more crazy one, a bunch of lights and stuff. The community, they're going to be people that Joe Sabo and people like that. They're going to be all over this. Oh, this is like a license to print money. If you're a company that sells aftermarket arcade stuff for home arcade, this is a license to print money. The Buy Stuff store is another good example of someone that will probably do some special stuff. You've seen the toppers they're doing now. They already do amazing art. Buy Stuff store. They're going to have a field day with this.
Yeah, I mean, Mikey says, will it be direct or Sam's Club going to pick some of these up for the holidays? Yeah, I mean, that's one thing they haven't said anything about. They're going to be in any stores or anything.
I'm thinking they're going to sell them direct. I mean, I don't see it's too expensive of a price point for Sam's.
Well, I'm thinking it's
let's take a second here. If you're not subscribed to Video Game Vegas, this is one of my favorite new channels on YouTube. Go check out his channel. He has really great videos. He has an awesome arcade tour. I love his arcade. I love what he's done with it. But he has a lot of really good commentary about home arcade. And it's just a really great channel. And he does leave the best comments. His comments are fantastic. Whenever he leaves a comment on a video, it's just amazing. But please go check out his channel and subscribe. I mean, every time he drops a video, I watch it. So shout out to Video Game Vegas. Give you a little video too. Frozen. Oh, play. Frozen. Anyway, thank you so much, Video Game Vegas. Yep, you're the best. Thank you. Thank you. High scores on tap. Just subscribe to Video Game Vegas. Video Game Vegas. If you're not subscribed to High Scores on Tap, he has a great channel. And he's got some cool stuff. He did a video on the Atari Superman cartridge that I really enjoyed. It was a lot of fun. My computer is getting crushed tonight. Price point of what Sam's could handle. Too much.
Well, I don't know if people know though. When you sell stuff to Walmart, Walmart tells you got to come with this product at this price. Yeah, they
negotiate really hard too. I mean,
they don't know if they're really making that much
money.
They don't negotiate nothing. Walmart says you got to make this product for $500.
Right?
If you're selling it for $1,000, they say nope. We want to sell it for $500. So if you want your product to sell here, you got to come into that price range. And that's why you get cheaper things in Walmart and Sam's Club, is because these companies make cheaper stuff because they want the cost down. So my brother worked for GE for a while and he was in those negotiations. He's like, there's no negotiation. Walmart comes in and says, you're selling at this, so you cost gotta get below, or you don't sell it here in Walmart. Take it or leave it, suckers.
Well, they're big enough, I guess they can force the hand.
Yeah, so if it does go to Sam's Club, it will not have the same specs as direct.
It wouldn't surprise me if it goes to Sam's Club next year, because with it being a launch and it being so limited, I think it's going to be pretty limited to start how many they're making and how many they can push out for the first run. But I wouldn't be surprised if it does well, if it would be a Christmas item for the next year.
Next year, yeah, because this year
24.
I think if you order it this weekend, because they're doing 3 waves of this pre-order. Wave 1 is this week. Wave 2, I think, starts the 26th. And then wave 3, I think, is November 1st through the end of the year. I think this first wave this weekend only, you might have a chance to actually get the machine before the end of the year. Maybe.
I'm going to ask you a question about that. Do you think that the price drop is really just a pure FOMO thing? Do you think that they did the price drop just to force people to go in the first wave? Because let's face it, it is a pretty big price drop. If you buy it first, you save what?
$400.
$400 is a lot.
Oh, I know, and they might sell it but I think they're going to sell it for $13.99 or $14.99.
Do you think that pushes FOMO though, like the fear of missing out?
I don't know.
I kind of look at it as the people that are really closely covering it. High Scores on Tap says it's forcing him, and I kind of feel that way too, because a little bit like I know I'm going to probably end up getting this and I want it. So like, why not just get it while it's cheaper, You're
not going to get it this cheap again. That's for sure. Even because they're not going to sell it for $1,100. The cheapest probably will be $1,200.
And I think I'm really the ideal candidate because like the people that changed out the back box, they got the really nice back box. They're running it to a PC. I could see why they might be pumping the brakes. Yeah, comment from Video Game Vegas. This was the smoothest pre-order Atgames ever had. And I would have to 100% totally agree. Like literally, it just went perfectly smooth. Like the time came when it was for pre-order, just went on the site, put in my information, and it was easy. It was easy. Like other pre-orders that they've had. There were some issues like where you couldn't get your orders in and stuff, but this pre-order for me went really smooth, Scott K thinks it'll be cheaper at Sam's Club, and that might be true. You never know, because they have incredible buying power. You never know what's going to happen with that, but we will see. We will see. It's a little high price. I didn't do anything Sam's though. I just played it with stock games. So like mine is still pretty much stock. So I feel like this is giving me a lot of upgrades, and I do like just being able to download stuff and play it. That's what I prefer, and this is going to enable me to play some good games. and more in the future, you know. But I see that they're having a lot to launch. Was it 140 at launch? Is not bad. And I already know all the tables, so I already know that they have a lot of tables that I just like to play all the time, you know. It'll be cool to see them new versions, HD versions of some of the tables I'm familiar with too.
So yeah, they say that MSRP is going to be $1,500. I don't see them selling these for $1,500, but I think they'll go for what, 13? I think $13.99.
To me, it seems like if I was to price this, I would say probably 13. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, I mean, you just have to put the $200 deposit down to hold the pinball right now. And really, once again, the only reason you would get it now is because you can get it a little bit cheaper. Like you save $400 if you get it in this first wave. It is non-refundable, so like if you're not sure, you probably shouldn't do it. I mean, like you just want to be sure that you're going to get it because it is non-refundable. Video Game Vegas with a comment. Let's read his. He says, after Wagner showed off the early version of the 4K and everything works amazing, it was a must for me. Wagner has never steered me wrong. And that guy's a trooper, man. He went out and bought an expensive PC. I mean, Wagner's Tech Talk bought a PC so he could show what maxing out the OTG, playing the games through that method would be. And he definitely, there's no way you couldn't have lost money on that. As a YouTuber, I mean, you make peanuts. I mean, this is Mickey Mouse money here on YouTube. And even a video that has a lot of views like that, it's not going to even scratch what he invested in that PC to make that video. So shout out to Wagner's Tech Talk. He always has awesome content too. So I'm sure everyone, if you're a fan of Atgames, everyone knows that channel. But let's see. Controls were the best and flawless on the Atgames ALU direct from Atgames. The ALP came in 2 boxes and was perfect. The Sam's was close to perfect. Nothing wrong with the Sam's model, especially the prices that they got them. Yes. Yes, it is non-refundable. So just be sure, like if you're going to put your money down, make sure that you want to do it. That's all. Because I don't think the only way you get the money is if you win that. Actually, Wagner's Tech Talk is going to do a giveaway because he got 1,000 likes on the pinball video. So that's exciting. You know, if you win one, Atgames did say that they would waive that $200, which I thought was pretty cool. I was surprised they said that, and that was pretty neat. Nods going on right now. At 800 would be what I would have thought it would have been. You know, 1,100 is cheaper than I would have thought you could have gotten it for. But yeah, like you said, people definitely pick this up and make content on it. Yeah, get rid of the 4K Legends Marquee. Like I've made absolutely 100%. It is hard to do pinball videos. I have pretty much said like if they make a deluxe version, I mean, this is going to be funny. A lot of people aren't going to like this, but the deluxe version for me would be the version where they take the marquee off of the front of the back glass. If they took the Atgames Legends Pinball 4K off the back glass, to me that would be the deluxe version. Like if they come out with like a deluxe skin version, that would be what I would want them to do. I mean, I don't like having marquees on a pinball, and Carlos says I sound like a stuck record. I'm sure but it's just a pet peeve of mine. Marquees are for arcades, not for pinballs. And I did actually mute mine on my original ALP. I just took it apart and put some painter's tape on it, and it made it dimmer so it wasn't reflecting on the glass. But shout out to Atgames for using real glass, not cheap plexiglass, but using real glass. Yeah. No comment from Carlo. He knows how stuck up I am on the marquee on the back glass. But if there were, like, in my opinion, that would be my room for improvement. But I understand they have to have some branding on it too. But I mean, I just it is a lot of money. Yeah, I'll put a collector's edition. That's a good idea. Scott K has a good idea. Are they going to make collector's edition? Put collector's edition Legends instead of Indiana Jones, you know? Video Game Vegas says, I like how Atgames did people right who have already bought some of the tables in HD and discounted all of the 4K pinball packs at 50% off. That's great customer love. Yeah. The whole nod thing isn't like New Owners Day. Like they started that just to kind of give back and have like a special sale for their community, which I thought was pretty cool. You know. Okay. Yeah. The pinball is pretty heavy. But
Aaron says, what would we be able to sell road machines for? 400? I know people on Facebook are trying to sell those for 650, and they're sitting there. But
yeah. It depends on, like, it comes down to how quick do you want to sell it too. Like, you know, I'm purging my arcade one-ups. I'm just
Purge.
The arcade one-up purge is underway. You know, it's like if I want to sell them cheap, I could get rid of them tomorrow. You know,
shipping.
If I'm willing to wait and be patient and just wait for the right buyer and get more money out of them, so you know I can maybe afford this pinball machine.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to wait too, I mean, closer you get to Christmas, more likely people will buy it.
Likely people will buy it the closer you get to Christmas, you know.
Yep. So Carlo, down the road, the prices will come down. How much? Who knows? Oh yeah, because I mean, I think they will make a 4K 120 down the road, which would make this one cheaper because it's 4K 60.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely got some room where they could do some things to even make it higher end. Yeah, I'm curious with this comment from Scott K. The ugly Legend buttons let us know it's a Legends product already. Should have redone the plunger too. Like, I actually think the plunger is really cool. It works really well. I would have liked it if they would have made it where you could put like different ends on it. Like a real pinball, you can put a different, a lot of them have where you can put different, like the ball on the end of it, you can switch it out and you can mod it, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, I think if the plunger mechanism itself works really well on the Atgames Legends pinball. I've been very impressed with it. Do I have a few favorite pinball packs? I would recommend the Natural History pack, which comes with it. I would recommend the Taito Legends pack. The one with Space Invaders is good. And I would recommend all the Gottlieb tables. Those are some of my favorites. Like, I love Black Hole and I love Haunted House. So can't wait to see remakes of those. I got a $2 super sticker from my co-host, my buddy, TMCLOSKY. Coming in with a $2 super sticker. Thank you so much. Yeah, I sent you a link if you want to hop on for a minute. You're watching Arcade Talk. This is on the Arcade Talk and Star Wars Reviews channel. If you're not subscribed, please go to Arcade Talk and Star Wars Review and drop a sub for TMCLOSKY, who's a great YouTuber. He's kind of slumming it. He has a huge channel, and he's kind of slumming it in home arcade. But he does a show. I do a show with him. It's a lot of fun. I'm a guest on his show. Been a guest on the show for quite a while now, and I enjoy it. It's kind of a chilling chat show. Great show. He has different things he does. If you've never watched Arcade Talk, one of the cool things he does, we do arcade wars. We pit arcade cabinets against each other, and we blow them up, don't we, T? And of course, we just added a new segment. I actually have been enlisted to make the video for the next Carl O game of the week. So I actually just played through the whole game and captured my footage, Carl O. And I have to say, Carl O, you've outdone yourself, because this next game we're going to cover the next time we stream is fantastic. And I am going to have to say I'm loving it. Oh, got a $2 super chat from Arcade Talk and Star Wars Reviews, slumming it. What? Yeah, let's put a super chat on for him. Much. Let's see. Jason, welcome to the show. He said he picked up the SSF and most of the 4K tables upgrades for himself today. Good job. He's holding out on a skinny once. Those sets more are being announced very shortly. Yeah, it's going to be great. I can't wait to see what they're going to announce, you know. Yeah, I'm wearing my pinball shirt. Yep. Yeah, this pinball shirt's pretty cool. My wife found this for me. It just showed up in the mail. She said, I saw this shirt and I thought this would be good for you because she knows I love pinball. So that was pretty cool. It was a nice surprise. And my thing has crashed. My video crashed. Okay, let's see here. What do I have to do? Do I have to redo it? StreamYard is just like running really slow. Did you guys get your Atari Game Station Pros yet? Fago Thug 69. No, I have not. I have not gotten that. I did order the Atari 2600 Plus. The Game Station does look pretty cool, though. I saw Gen X Grown Up did a review on it. It looked pretty good. Ian is asking me about my Arcade 1-Up Purge. So far, let's see here.
Cozen on at house, but maybe not. Maybe I should just do the subscription. $50 for 1 year.
You get them all. You play any of them.
$100 for 2 years.
pretty
You can buy a
detailed review.
2-year
Mhm.
subscription to Pinball Net for $100.
That's the kind of thing, like, you know, you don't know till you have it. So I would probably just get the 1 year. But if it's good, when they do not again, when I'm sure they'll put it on sale.
Might not be 50% though.
Look at that price on that Legends Gamer. I mean, I know this is an old product, but I mean, for $140, 2 joysticks, you get the puck. I mean, that thing plays like thousands of games.
Spinner on there.
Got a trackball. Doesn't have a spinner. Doesn't have a trackball, but you can play Centipede and stuff like that on coin ops. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good unit for the money, you know. I mean,
and then if you're getting pinball, the control panel,
$100.
$100 plus $120, I might say.
Okay. Now, Fago Thug comes in with a good comment saying subscriptions suck. And I would normally probably agree with him, except for when I did the math, it works out to be Fago Thug. It's 35 cents a table. 35 cents. That's a pretty good deal, really. I mean, 35 cents a table, you know, for a year, you know, at least you find out which tables you really want then. I think in this one case, I am actually going to say the subscription is the winner for me, but that's just me. If you're just tuning in, I have been sharing this just to show that I don't get free stuff. Here's my pre-order for my pinball. And I also ordered the control panel, the joystick for it, which is a must-have. Once you have that, you can't go back to that Nintendo D-pad thing that's on there. And I did order the Legends 4K Pinball Net. It's like 140 tables. It's like 35 cents a table. I mean, for a year, that's pretty reasonable. I mean, you know, so that's kind of the stuff that I pre-ordered. I might look more at the Atgames stuff, but that was the stuff that immediately I fired on the trigger on right away.
See, that Vibs is the $35. Normally it's $50. See, it's already included. So right there's another product you're getting in a 4K is the Vibs.
The control panel is really nice, though. It makes the navigations a lot better with it. You know.
Welcome steps.
And you know. Yeah, I guess people live in fear too. People live in fear, or like the control panel. Like, what if they don't offer coin ops? What if coin ops won't work with the new 4K pinball? and you have all these sweet controls. You have a trackball, and you don't have anything to play on it. I mean that's kind of a people, that is an argument for them not taking that away. Like people are like, oh, they're going to take that away when they, that's another thing that Arcade went up. Yeah. So Dom One has a question for me, Papa Brad. Have you heard anything about the 4K Legends Ultimate? When does that come out? I have heard about that actually. I did hear about that, and this is, from what I've heard, they're really going to focus on the pinball first and make sure the pinball has a smooth launch. And it's all hands on deck because, I mean, think about it. That was 140 tables being ported to this new 4K pinball. But I know they've been working on both of these projects for a very long time. I mean, I always, I put out that video. They're building the Death Star in the background because they've been slowly building this technological terror, which will be their 2 4K products. And I expect that they're both going to be very, very good. But I know that the focus right now is going to go to pinball. So after the pinball's released, not that they're not still working on the Atgames Legends 4K or home arcade, but I think that's probably a good call too, that they're going to pretty much put 100% effort on the pinball first. I mean, I am definitely going to get the 4K ALU when it comes out because I've always liked the LCD marquee. I think looks amazing. And I've always had the Atgames Legends in the middle of my arcade. So having a 4K screen that I can plug anything into in the center of my arcade, it's pretty much, you can't go wrong with that. I mean, for me, it's going to make sense to get it. But I know that the pinball right now, it's all hands on deck and all focus is going to be pinball first, I think, to make sure they have a smooth release, which is good. I mean, they're putting effort in, they're putting in the work, and I hope they're going to deliver a highly polished product. Hey, Gregory, welcome to the show. Gregory is a serious pinball player. I mean, I've been checking his scores. I've been playing my Atgames pinball, and Gregory's got some skills. He's definitely a pinball wizard. Did I get any inside info on the release timeline for new skins? No, they've not told me anything about that. I've not heard about that. I don't know what models they are. I'm going to assume that it's the ones that they have not really talked about. So like, let's look at what they have not talked about. They've not talked about any of the Williams tables. So I'm thinking the Williams tables will probably be some of those collector's editions for sure. Offer Up will probably be flooded with HD ALPs. We can hope because that'll bring a lot more people to the platform. And, virtual pinball, it's just good because it brings people into the pinball hobby in general too. And if you have a place to play pinball locally, I would still say, like, for me, it makes more sense to go play and let the barcades and free play arcades do the maintenance on the pinballs. But I mean, if you have the money, it's definitely a rich man's hobby. Pinball, there was a time when it was affordable, but now it's very collectible and it's very expensive. I mean, pinball is just like the prices are insane anymore. Let's see who we got popping in. Very expensive. I mean, pinball is just like prices are insane. Well done. Hey, what's happening?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, man, it's TMCLOSKY. You know, buddy.
I made it in here.
What's happening? I see that you popped in here. Hey, what's up? Hey, man, it's TMCLOSKY. You know, buddy. We got Bobby Vu, clean like a mother. Yeah. To die for.
Okay, I got something.
Got an echo. Is that just me? Yeah. To die for. Okay, got an echo.
Yep.
You have a window open?
No, it's me.
Okay,
right there.
That's fine.
Boom.
Awesome.
I fixed it.
Awesome. You did.
Okay, I get my Star Wars hat on.
You did fix that. Star Wars hat is fire, by the way. I like that.
Fire.
I like that. Man. So, I mean, did you or did you not pre-order it? I'm just curious because I showed my pre-order. Did you go for it? I'm just curious.
I went for it.
Yeah, we're killing Mikey Yoon with Echo. You went for it, yeah. What did you just order the pinball by itself? Did you get the what else did you get with it? Did you get anything else?
Yeah, I got the SSF kit. Then Carl O wouldn't sell me his control panel, so I had to buy the control panel.
Okay.
I got mine at 9 o'clock.
Everything.
I got the Adams Family at 9 o'clock. You think I was one of the first?
I'm sure.
I was there, man. I was refresh.
You were refreshing. You're refreshing. Yeah, man.
It finally went through at 9:01. And freaking the pre-order popped up.
I couldn't be there right when it dropped because I was at school. You know, I had to wait till my lunch break actually. But
is that what that was?
Yeah, hopefully I'm still early enough to get in the first wave of pinballs. But it is what it is.
But you got it at, I think my time you got it at 10. Like 10:04, I think. So
yeah.
That's only like an hour.
Yeah. I couldn't have been that far out.
Yeah.
Mikey T was right there when it kicked on, Carlos says number 1 out of 10K, sucker.
I hope so, man. I hope so.
Number 1 out of 10K.
I had to set my alarm.
Adams Family, the number 1.
I set my alarm and everything.
Dang. Yeah.
I set my alarm so I wouldn't miss it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's
we'll
awesome.
See.
Man, hopefully you were right about the cigarette machine. I pulled up a picture of it. Let me pull it up. Remember we were talking about the new wave toys, and then some people in the chat told me that they did show the cigarette machine.
Yeah,
that's running terrible.
The art of
there
Matt.
it is. Cool.
I think the art of Matt is kind of goofy, but
yeah,
they should have did the candy one. But I'm not sure about the cool one. But the art of Matt is going to have Danny or Dirty Don art on it. Yeah, and it's going to be lit from blacklight.
Well, that's cool.
So it looked cool, and if you had a mini arcade, it would look cool under the black light. I don't think the cool one does the black light, but the Artomat does. I guess that's a play on the laundromat ones, because remember the laundromat vending machines? You had the detergent and all that.
Oh, yeah, the detergent.
Yeah, I think it's a play on that.
Okay. Okay. I thought the candy machine to me would have been cool, but they wanted cigarettes. Candy,
It was cool.
Yeah.
Cool cigarettes.
Carlos said PK is going to sign T McCloskey's cabinet.
That'd be awesome.
T McCloskey. Yeah. I wouldn't mind if he signed mine. He'd sign mine. I mean, for sure. Could you imagine doing Brad's job? I would be exhausted at the end of my shift. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yes,
Goodfoot.
I am a
Goodfoot says they both have the black light. Okay.
Arcade One Up is selling cigarette machines now. No, it's New Wave Toys is selling the cigarette machines.
Yeah.
Leo said Marlboro would be cool.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see it in the future.
Fago Thug says he used to eat sugar cigarettes. Cigarettes.
Yeah.
Those ones that you blow and the powder comes out like smoke.
The bubblegum one is the smoke one. And then remember the other one was hard candy.
The other ones were like that hard candy, but they were really good flavor, like very sweet.
And you had a red tip on it, like a tip,
so you could pretend you were smoking. But they were thin, they were real thin, almost like a joint. Thin. They almost look like a joint, Not that I would know what a joint looks like, by the way, but they almost look like a joint. You know what I'm saying?
Newport, baby. Yep. Yeah, they could do a bunch of stuff with those vending machines. And you never know. They might make a candy one down the line too. So they like to do like different lines. So they could be
that company is cool. I do like New Wave Toys. They were like, I saw just a little bit of a video that was on, and they were like, I think Glenn Planamento was on. They were like, yeah, we're giving all these machines that people. They put out a bunch of machines for people to play, and they're giving them all away when it's over.
Yeah, I did
giving them away. That's pretty cool. It's pretty generous, That'd
be cool if somebody we know ends up winning one.
Yeah. Cool. I hope somebody we know wins one.
We got quite a few people there, so a lot of people gathered in Cleveland.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, I could see going to Las Vegas or something, but like Cleveland, really?
You think about it though, it's kind of like the midpoint between,
I guess if you were up north, I'm
like PD7, not that far away,
like in Pennsylvania or New York or like the upper part of the United States.
I think that's why a lot of people went there. Like Pittsburgh's not too
Yeah.
far away.
See, I would rather go to Chicago because Chicago is the birthplace of pinball.
Dude,
And I would
be,
definitely rather go to that Chicago show than the Cleveland show.
that's in
But,
October, and you might actually see Atgames pinball there at Chicago.
Yeah,
Would
well,
not be surprised.
I'm sure it's probably a bigger show.
Yeah, I would think so. Because
Yeah.
Cleveland's just kind of ramping up. This is the biggest one they've ever had so far. So
Yeah,
I think Cleveland's,
for the southern part of the United States, like where I live within driving range, is like Southern Fried Gaming is in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's a pretty big one. And Texas Pinball Festival is a really great arcade event and expo. And another good one in Texas is the Houston Arcade Expo. Those are the three that I like to go to if I can make it to them each year. Those are all great, but because they're close enough. I'm still moving from Louisiana, still a haul, but not as
How
much
far
a
is
haul
it?
as one. They're far. I mean, it's still a lot of driving.
6, 8.
6 hours to Houston,
better.
I think.
It's not, 6 not too bad. What were you from Atlanta? You were 6 or 8 from Atlanta too.
I was about the same, yeah. It's not that
So I
much
mean,
different.
it's
far, but
still far, but
the best place I can go for me is it's like about 2 hours to the Waybacks Arcade. That's the best close arcade to me. That's a really epic place to go to. I mean, you've seen the video I've done on that, huh?
what's that?
The Waybacks Arcade video on my channel. It's a
Oh, yeah.
supermarket that they took everything out of.
Yep.
A supermarket.
Yeah, I think we
And
played your
it's an
video.
arcade. It's an arcade in pinball. It's kind of like in a small town too. It's in Pineville, Louisiana. It's in a small town, but it's near Alexandria. But the great thing about it is like they even have since it was a whole supermarket, they have part of it sectioned off that you don't see, and that's the shop where they work on all the games. So like when a game breaks, they literally just put it on a cart, they roll it into that shop area, and they have games always on backup. So basically every game in there is functional at all times. It's pretty cool. They got a really great operation. But yeah, that's probably my favorite arcade that's close to me. I did find another good one in Baton Rouge though, which is about an hour away.
That's a little better.
And they have I did a video on them too. It's called the B Arcade, and they do have a nice selection of pinballs. One of the pinballs they had that I really liked was the Pirates of the Caribbean Stern Table. That's a fun one, man. That's a good one. You don't see that one. That one's not as common as some other tables, but it's fun.
High score is coming went from Nashville to Cleveland.
Okay, cool.
I don't think Nashville is that far away from me.
Yeah, Nashville. How far is Nashville from you?
I haven't really looked a whole lot. I want to say, I think it's around 4 hours, maybe less. I have to look that up again.
My family say Cleveland is 2 hours north of him.
You must be around Cincinnati or just north of Cincinnati.
To die for saying hello to High Score.
To die for.
Goofy Foot saying hi to die for. Our top secret Carl O game that we're not going to talk about right now. I did end up porting that game to the iiRcade myself, T.
Did that ROM work that I sent you?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh,
Yeah.
It's not as close as I thought. Knoxville is one I was thinking.
Oh my goodness, it runs so smooth on the iiRcade too. I'm loving it. It's great. I can't wait till we reveal it on a future show. That's got to be one of my favorite games he's recommended. My family says he's in the Columbus area.
I didn't think Columbus was 2 hours, but I thought it was like more than an hour and a half. Yeah, I've known Columbus pretty well. I have a good friend from high school that still lives in Columbus. He used to work for the pizza shop there. The local pizza shop.
Yeah, we got To Die For. Just tested his 1 terabyte micro SD big box racing build on his Knight Rider PC.
Donato's Pizza. The family.
Magically works.
Do you eat Donato's Pizza?
I've never met a pizza I don't like. I love pizza. I love it all. Deep dish, the thin style, the New York, the deep. It doesn't matter. It's all good.
It's all good.
What's not to like? What's not to like? You know,
the pan, like Pizza Hut pan pizza.
Pan pizza.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. I remember when Pizza Hut came out with pan pizza. That's how old I am, suckers.
Yeah, Pizza Hut pan pizza, man.
Grew up on that and Pac-Man. Playing Pac-Man while we waited for a pizza. Our Pizza Hut.
Yeah. You know, pizza for me was like a ritual of like arcade games. You know, when I was a kid, we lived in Rockville, Maryland, on this hill. It's called Aspen Hill, and at the top of the hill there was a pizza place, and they had the arcades. They had a Berserk, they had a Donkey Kong, they had a Scramble, and they had a Galaxian, and that
Oh,
was
really?
like that was their lineup. Yeah, all 80s arcades, and that's where I was introduced to all those games.
Nice.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, I can't remember. The first arcade I was ever at was in Erie, Pennsylvania. It was called Tilt. Tilt. Yeah, it was the first arcade I ever was at. I was like amazed, man. I was like, I don't know, 8, 9. I was just like, wow, what is this place?
I know.
And they had
Awesome.
actually the doorway to go in there was actually tilted.
It was tilted. That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty
That's
cool.
cool.
I looked for pictures of it online a couple
Yeah,
weeks ago, and there's
The
like no
80s
picture.
arcade thing was just a short period of time, but it was really cool. You know, it was arcade games were making more money than movies. Think about that. Arcade games, they were making more money than movies.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. During that time period, they were actually more profitable than the whole movie industry. It's crazy. But I mean, it might still be that way. I don't know. If you think about video games, now it's all consoles, though. You know,
yeah.
it's probably not any different. I'm not sure, but I doubt it's any different. Pizza Hut is no longer is longer.
No
Oh,
longer.
Pizza Hut is no longer good pizza. I would rather eat carpet.
I still like it.
Still like Pizza Hut.
Yeah,
It's been a while since I've had Pizza Hut. There's just better pizza options near me.
yeah.
But,
Around me, man.
not bad.
I got to start eating the local pizza. I did find one local pizza place that was pretty good, but I got a bunch of free pizzas at Pizza Hut right now. So
Oh, there you go. Well, free. You can't be free. Free pizzas
free
are
large,
are the
any
best
toppings.
kind.
I
The
get
best
it.
kind, man.
Yeah, I get it. Guess what we have here? It's better than Pizza Hut. We have a Godfather's here. So
Godfathers.
you ever
Okay.
had Godfather's pizza?
I don't think I have.
Oh, that's good pizza.
I had that Lou Malnati's or whatever when I was in Chicago like a long time ago. That was pretty good.
The
It's
owner
that
of
real thick
Godfather's,
pizza, like a pie.
owners of Godfather actually worked at Pizza Hut, and then took
Okay.
the Pizza Hut, basically took Pizza Hut's pizza, because Godfather's pizza still tastes like Pizza Hut did back in the 80s when it was
Okay.
really, really good. That's
Yeah.
what Godfather's tastes like.
Yeah.
And so
I remember
it's cool.
Pizza Hut. The Pizza Hut I used to go to had those red cups, and they had that crushed ice. That ice
Yeah,
that's like
yeah,
crushed.
yeah.
You know
Yep.
what I'm talking about? And they had those,
Yep.
they had those clear red cups.
Yes.
And when you got a Coke in there, it was so good. You know, I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just like
Yeah.
soda
That
and
little
stuff
ice.
was so good. Yeah, with
Yep.
that crushed ice.
Yep. I do remember that.
They use
Yep.
a 1/4 inch of grease in the pan to make the deep dish. I don't,
And
I, you know,
a lot
it's
of
like
Pizza Huts.
what
a
you
lot of
don't
Pizza
know
Huts-
won't hurt you. It's really deep fat fried.
Well, yeah, and a lot of Pizza Huts don't wash the pan in between doing the pizzas, so you got old grease in there. No, which
Right, that
makes a
old
lot.
grease is what makes it taste good, though.
Yeah, but it makes some people sick though, because
Yeah,
some Pizza Huts.
does it?
My brother, when he was in Air Force, worked at one. And
Yeah.
he said that before he started there, they would go days and days without cleaning those pan pizzas.
Oh my
Pan.
goodness. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. You're killing it for me. T, you're not really selling me on Pizza Hut. You know, I was kind of thinking, you know, maybe I'll try pan pizza maybe this weekend. Now I'm done with Pizza Hut. You just turned me back away.
It still tastes good though, man. Might just have to go to the bathroom, but it's still good.
Yeah. You might get a little, you know, might have a little pour some worship, but Video Game Vegas. When I was a kid, we had Pizza Hut, Shakey's, and Godfathers.
Yeah, there
That's when
it is.
all
Godfather.
these places tasted amazing. Godfathers went out of business where I'm at. Pizza Hut, I can't stand. It's just not the same.
It's not the same.
And that's
But-
the second person that said it's not the same.
But you know why? I don't know what it is, because when I was back up in Pittsburgh, there was an old Pizza Hut that was stole from the 80s. It was stole the 80s. I don't know what's going on in the kitchen, but theirs still tasted like the 80s Pizza Hut. I don't know if it has something to do with the ovens,
Yeah, I don't know.
because then there's another one that we go, they just did
I know.
takeout.
You know, it's crazy. They do have these certain ovens. I don't know what the brand is, but they come from Italy. They're like these Italian ovens for making pizza. And when you go in places that have those pizza ovens, a certain kind, it's just the pizza tastes delicious. I don't know
Yeah.
what, but there's a certain oven that they use. It's very authentic, you know.
Yeah, and I think the ones Pizza Hut used to use, they don't use anymore, and that it makes a difference because I could order from both places, and they taste totally different.
Mhm.
One from the old one is still from the 80s. That one's really tastes like ones back in the 80s. So
Yeah, yeah. Gregory's with me on the crushed ice with the red tumblers. There's a great combo. I have blue
classic.
Pepsi tumblers. Awesome, Gregory. Rich Odella said, yeah, 10 years ago, Pizza Hut was acceptable. High scores on tap still says better than Chuck E. Chuck E. Cheese had the worst pizza. That was not even that's not
Yeah.
even edible. I mean, that pizza was god awful.
Yeah.
Um,
If you're ever on Grubhub or DoorDash, man, Chuck E. Cheese actually has another pizza place that's called, I forget what it's called now, but it's supposed to be like gourmet pizza, but it's Chuck E.
Okay.
Cheese still.
to die for, much respect for building Mario Kart with dual wheels arcade for you little girls. Yeah. Yeah, Bobby Voo is a great guy. He just has a heart of gold. You know, he helps small channels. He does these giveaways and stuff. Bobby Voo is
He's
a
awesome.
hero in this community. He's the
He's
heart of this
awesome.
community. He is
Can't wait
awesome.
Can't wait for that Knight Rider.
I know.
He has a little short tease in it.
He's the king of mods, man. You can't touch, like, if you talk about custom work, like true custom work and true passion for home arcade and arcade games, that's Bobby Voo. He does
Dude,
it all too. He has real games. He mods stuff. I mean, it's amazing.
Do you ever see his
Guy's a
Ghostbuster
genius.
pinball?
I love the Ghostbusters pinball. I
Dude, he
remember
did
that.
awesome.
I
He did
must have
awesome
watched that video 10 times. I almost got a toy shock. He almost made me get a toy shock.
Dude,
Bobby
his video of Ghostbusters is the
looks
reason
so
why
good.
I want one. I want a Ghostbusters because of his video. It looks so cool. All that neon
Yeah.
green and all that.
Yeah, nobody does mods like him. The guy's a genius. No one's gonna touch him ever. He's like at the top tier of modding, king of mods. Yeah, Bobby's a kind soul and very positive, and that's why everyone loves Bobby. I mean,
Yep.
always just real positive, doing good things for the community. And thank you, Bobby Voo. From my channels, at least, Papa Brad's Gaming, iiRcadians. Thank you. Arcade Talk.
Yep. Thank you. I want
My
that
family still has a toy shock.
I want that Ghostbusters from Bobby Voo.
I'm telling you.
If you sell those, man, I would be there. I'd be one of the first ones in line. The thing
Problem
is
is,
so
he
fucking
puts so
awesome.
much time into it. It's like the passion. He puts so much time into it. He probably couldn't charge enough for how much time it takes him to do those projects.
Oh, I can imagine. My little Mr. Do, man,
Yeah,
took
it's like,
I can imagine what it is though.
My first home arcade took like 2 years to complete. It was ridiculous. Like, it's my real arcade. That's why I'll never sell it, because it's like, you know, I mean, I took my time, and it's I still like it.
Great.
It still holds up. Yeah, I want to play games. I can play games on it. It's all real arcade controls. But
Yeah, and I got Sanwa's joysticks on my Mr. Do.
full custom. Yep.
Yeah, what I'm going to do with my Mr. Do, I'm going to make that a one-player cabinet. And then I still got to put that coin door on, man. I got a working coin door I still haven't put on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got to do that. Yeah, it's still two. So, man, I'm still working on it. It's been 3 years. I'm still working on that thing. It's like, what can I improve next?
Yeah. You're never finished. It's the way some of these projects are. You're never finished, you know?
Oh, you know that Mr. Do that you saw, that mini one in...
Yeah. On Southern Fried Gaming Expo.
I want that control deck art. That's what I'm going to put on when I make that a one.
Oh, you got to redo it with that art. Yeah.
Yeah, that art was cool on that control
That was
deck.
cool.
I've never seen that one before on the Mr. Do, but it looked really good.
Yeah. Yeah. I've only seen a few arcades like that. When I went to Arcade Monsters in Florida on my tour, they had a really tiny, it was like the MVSX, like the Neo Geo, but it was like shrunk down, and it wasn't the home arcade one. It was a real Neo Geo, but it was
Really? Wow.
it was like someone put it in a shrinking machine and they just made it like really tiny. It was super cool. I mean, I remember they had at the top floor. That's a cool arcade. They have stairs, and they have a bunch of like levels. And on the level where they have that, they had I remember they had Kung Fu Fighter, which had just came to iiRcade, and then they had that right by it. But it was really cool. It was really neat machine to see.
Jason has a good idea for his Pac-Man XL. I'm I'm making my Pack XL into a dedicated vertical multicade.
That's cool.
Perfect machine to do that.
Put like a 60 in one or something, or PC.
Or Raspberry Pi.
Yep.
I like my Raspberry Pi. I know Carl, he's tried a couple Raspberry Pi and never had any luck with it, but
Yeah, I have like
turned
I
out
think
good.
I think I have two of them still, two Raspberry Pis, and I have really good images for them. I got one. It's got like all PlayStation games. It's got like it's got most of the PlayStation games, like just the PlayStation 1. It's a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, my game list is growing. I must do with all these games of the week.
I know, games of the week, man. Each week we get more.
There's Carlo. I hate PI.
Carlo hates
Raspberry
your
Pi.
pie. He hates your pie.
I hate pies.
Hates pies.
Never had any luck with them. Look at that.
Pack XL. Let's see. Jason saying Pack XL has 3 buttons vertically, which is perfect for just 2 and 3 button vertical games.
Yeah, true.
Don't think any use for 4. Yeah.
Don't think
Like the
any-
60 and 1 is a pretty popular mod. The 60 and 1 arcade board. But they have another one that's even better. I played it at Stringer Films Arcade. It was like a FPGA version of that, which was really, really good. Forgot what it's called though. It's really good though. They have a bunch of vertical games.
Oh, I wasn't in the chat. So would you end up buying Papa Brad from Atgames today? Would you end up getting?
Yeah, I showed it. I'll show you. I'll just show you. I took pictures. I got the pre-order for the cabinet.
Yep.
Yeah. It's funny. I clicked it like 3 seconds ago. That's my StreamYard is like seriously chugging right now. It's struggling. There and yeah, I got the that, and I got the control panel, and I got the pinball net for 1
So
year.
you did buy the pinball net.
Yeah, I did right here.
Mhm.
$169.98 for the control panel and the pinball net. So that's pretty much what I bought.
So you didn't get the SSF kit, huh?
I did not, but you got it, huh?
Yes.
So I will know the truth because I know I'm going to get an honest review from you. So I can't wait.
yeah.
I cannot wait. Yes.
I can't wait.
Someone I know that I trust is getting the kit to let us know how it is. I have a feeling it's probably really good. But you know, it's only so much money I can spend on this stuff too. I mean, I'm spending a lot. I feel a little guilty for spending this much already on this hobby.
That's why I got That's why I got the SSF kit and not the pinball net. Because like, man, I gotta cut off somewhere. I really wanted that SFF kit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the pinball net, 35 cents a table. That's all I'm gonna say.
I know.
I mean, you really can't go wrong. I mean, like when I did the math, I was like, they sent me the list of the 140 some tables, and you know, you get all the Gottlieb tables, you get pretty much all the packs, you know.
Yeah.
But
once the 2 years goes away, they go away too, right?
What's that?
After the 2 years, they all go away though. But I guess at that time you have to make up your.
Yeah, I mean, like whatever your subscription is, if it's a year later,
you got
after you activate it. After you can reactivate it, you know, and keep them or not. But
Right, yeah, it's just like PlayStation Plus, right?
Yeah, just like PlayStation Plus, any of that stuff is like that. Yeah, it's just like a subscription, like anything else.
And that's one thing they did do with the SFF kit. They gave more information today, and it comes with 7 speakers, not 9.
7
Last
speakers.
night we said 9. It's actually 7.
7 speakers. Okay.
So you'll have.
Does it have a bass shaker or is it just speakers?
It
does not have
looks like
a bass
it's just
shaker.
speakers.
Okay, so it doesn't have a bass shaker.
Score talked about the bass shaker, but in the description it just says 7 speakers, and one of them is the subwoofer. So it didn't say anything about a bass shaker. So we'll be pleasantly surprised if there's one in there. If not, oh well. I think we'd probably be able to find one, or somebody will make one for it. We'll see. But it does come with 7 speakers, so it's not 9, it's 7. So you have your back 2 on the back box. That'll be 1, 2, 2 in the middle, 3, 4, and 2 in the front, 6, and then the subwoofer is the 7th.
Okay.
Speaker. So they find it, but yeah, they didn't say anything about the bass shaker. So I guess
it doesn't come with an amp, huh? I didn't see an amp in that kit. Does it come with an amp?
It doesn't say. It just says it comes with 7 speakers. I mean, that's all it says. You think it would have an amp or something with that.
Yeah.
Connect to
Actually
subwoofer,
control
right?
the volume. Yeah.
What's it connecting to? I would think it would be connecting to the amp, but I don't know.
Yeah. Video Game Vegas says the reason I didn't go into the SSF is because I'm not great at modding, and it's more of a plug and play guy. They had a SKU machine with it already installed. I would have been interested. What do you think about the buy stuff gun idea? Have you heard about a buy stuff gun idea?
Yeah, they're using that
What's
retro
that?
shooter guns, and I've heard some bad stuff about that retro shooter guns.
Oh
not-
yeah, those.
Put it this way, they're not a send-in gun.
Yeah,
They're not.
Simmons are nice.
Yeah, but they use the retro shooter pack. If you type in retro shooter, they actually have a website, but they are selling it cheaper. If you go up on the retro shooter, I think they're charging like $223, and I think same kit. I think they might be using their own Pandora box, but I think they're charging 197 or something like that for that kit on buy stuff.
Yeah,
I got an email on
yeah.
that. But
You got a comment here from Mikey Yoon. Man, you guys are really going all in on this 4K ALP before even seeing gameplay.
We saw gameplay.
You guys have big cojones.
We already saw gameplay at Wagner Tech Talk. He showed gameplay.
Yeah, he did show the gameplay of all the tables. Actually, I put all the tables on my channel, and I got hate. I got a hate channel to make a video because I shared all 14 stock tables, and the guy had a problem with it. When it's like I'm actually sharing the footage so that everyone can see it, and they could see the 4K tables that come with the machine in action in 4K. And I got this hate video done on me. That's pretty lame.
So here's a description of the SSF kit. Legends 4K SSF kit includes 4 sound exciters. I mean, what's a sound exciter? In the subwoofer.
Yeah. Mikey Yoon, I have heard through the grapevine, I have heard that we will soon see some Gottlieb 4K footage ported from the new 4K platform. So there's more stuff coming. I mean, I am thinking they would have vetted this before doing all this stuff, you know. I think, you know, I don't know if you have an iiRcade, Mikey Yoon, but it uses the rock chip, and I've been very involved in porting MAME from iiRcade to the iiRcade with a community that's doing it, and it runs it so smooth. I know that this rock chip is better than what iiRcade used, so yeah. I feel very confident that it's going to be able to run pinball effects smooth. But if I'm wrong, I'll have egg on my face. You're right. I'm taking a risk here, but I do feel confident that it's going to run smooth. And we actually did a video on the last arcade talk. It was what was the guy that did the video? He's really technical. He really knows a lot about computers. Bobby Vu knows him as well. Who did the video about the chipset and saying that he thought it wouldn't have a problem running Zen Studios?
Atgames.
Keo Daikin, right?
Yes.
Keo Daikin. Yeah, and he knows technology. I mean, if you watch his videos, he does a lot of technology videos, and he feels confident that it's going to be able to run the Zen tables. But
Zen won the partnership with them.
Hey, look, you know, fool me once, shame on. What is it? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Is that the saying?
Yeah, something like that. Okay,
so far, Atgames has not really disappointed me. Now, Arcade went up. That Marvel vs. Capcom, that was a travesty. The Arcade went up. Attack from Mars Pinball was a travesty. But Atgames has been pretty solid as far as like meeting my expectations. If I get it, it runs like crap. I'm going to pretty much say this runs like crap. I mean, there's no way I'm not going to say that, you know?
I'll be the same way.
I mean, I'm buying it myself. You know, I'm not being gifted a cabinet to do a review. So, I mean, I will say it whatever I think. You know, if I think it's good, I'll say it's good. If I think it's not good, I'm going to say it's not good. I'm just going to be honest and say whatever I think. It's my money I put into it. So,
Yeah,
but,
same here.
you know, I'm hoping that it's good. Now, if it's bad, that would be bad for Atgames because
Yes, it would.
this is a huge opportunity. I think Zen really is what all the Atgames fan base wanted all along.
Yes, that's
I
what I
mean, we
wanted.
all, I mean, I know like when I heard that Atgames was making a pinball, my next question was, are they going to get Zen? You know, and of course, Arcade went up, scooped up that license, and got it locked up for a long time. You know, it was held hostage. So, I mean, yeah, I hope it's good. I have a feeling it's going to be good. We are going to get. We do have videos of all these stock tables except for Adam's family. And I know there's going to be more videos coming out showing it running on the actual 4K.
Yeah.
But, and you know,
You might be able to play it too, actually, at the not the Cleveland, Chicago.
Chicago, yeah, they're going to
You might
bring
be able
them.
to play it actually. So
Yeah,
I wanted.
that's a good sign. Like when you put your product out there to play, like New Wave Toys, they just opened up all those New Wave toys and put them out for the whoever's at the convention is going to be playing them. Then they're going to give them all away at the end.
I know.
Pretty sweet.
Cool.
But
cool.
like if you have a good product, you shouldn't be afraid to let people play it. You know, I mean, I'm excited too for the Atari 2600 Plus is going to be where they're going to some conventions and they're just going to have a bunch of them out and a bunch of cartridges and they're setting up like a thing where you can just go up to it and play it. They'll have like sofas with the, you know, the setup, you know.
That's pretty cool.
And I think it's going to be cool. I think if you're proud of your product, you're not afraid to have people play it in a public space, you know. But that's
a good sign.
That's a good sign to me.
I wanted to say real quick, those exciters I was telling you about, Dayton is making them. It's Dayton, Ohio. But this is what exciter is. Dayton audio exciters are compact devices that attach to the surfaces and vibrate them mechanically. The vibrations translate into auditorium information. So that's what those exciters are. Yeah. So they're vibrations. So they must be mimicking like a shaker motor, I'm thinking, because it vibrates.
Okay. Oh, so it vibrates. So it creates that kind of vibration like you'd have. Okay.
Yeah. So
Video Game Vegas, Theo Dyken. Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see how that SSF kit feels with those exciters. There's 4 of them. There's 4 exciters in there.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. And it is
from what I understand, it's all set up. Like they have like the spots for everything like pre-drilled, and you just basically everything is like set for you. You just basically screw it into place.
Yeah, I mean, Wagner TikTok showed it a little bit in his first. I think his first or second video. I think in the first one he showed like inside and everything was pre-drilled. They even give you the speaker grill already without the kit, so it comes. You know, if you didn't get the SSF kit. The subwoofer where that goes, there's actually a grill already attached at the bottom of the cab. It looks just like a Stern subwoofer because there's on the bottom too. That's pretty. I mean, I think it's, to me, that's pretty cool. They did that. I mean, they're getting really close to like a real arcade, which is pretty.
Yeah. See, like this is a good comment. Arcade One Up's Attack from Mars got great when Team Encoder soft modded it. Then we got Far Sight tables that ran great on it. Yeah, Arcade One Up's hardware couldn't handle Zen.
No,
no, it couldn't. Could not.
I wonder what the chipset they used on that.
My family says the exciters are speakers without the cones. Yeah. The exciters on the first ALP were terrible. I actually took mine and I used felt, like, you know, the felt you get at the hobby store or the craft store, and I muted them. Because they would vibrate. They vibrated. Oh, no. They vibrated. They rattled. They were driving me crazy. So I used, you know, my extensive knowledge from, you know, back in my punk rock days when we used to like do things to muffle like bass drums. I was like, man, what this thing needs to do is be muffled. So like I got some felt and I just muffled it, and it still vibrates, but it just doesn't rattle.
Could you adjust that in the settings?
You can. I don't think they did a good job with that. I mean, really, you need solenoids for like where the flipper buttons are,
which you're using,
and
I think they're gonna. I think this new system they got will probably be pretty dope. I mean,
I think the solenoid.
you're gonna let me know because you're getting it. So
yeah, I'm
now
gonna
I
be
don't
the
need to worry
guinea
about
pig.
buying it. You're gonna get it, and I know I'll get an honest review from you because you're not gonna candy code anything.
I'll be mad, man, if it sucked. Like, man,
Yeah.
spend all this money.
Hey man,
Trash.
if it sucks, you might
Trash.
get a better video. Look at it that way. You know, I mean, either way, it's good. You know, if it's bad, it's good. If it's good, it's either way. But you want it to be good. You know.
Well, hopefully,
Gregory
it'll be
says he
better.
fixed the buzz in the settings. I swear, I played with those settings so long. It was just like my OCD was so triggered with the buzzing that, I mean, the felt solution for me, at least for me personally, worked the best because I still have some vibration, but I don't have any buzzing from anything. But yeah, I have heard some people were able to adjust the settings and have it where they were happy with it.
Do anybody know what the brand was they used on the old exciters? It would be right on.
I don't know,
exciter
man.
themselves.
They were cheap. They were cheap. They were not great.
These are coming from Dayton.
Yeah,
company.
that's much better. That's a name brand company. And they seemed like, I don't know, they were pretty underpowered too. I mean, they were just like two tiny little. Yeah, I thought it was so crappy. Like, and I should have never done this. You never guess what I did. When I got the control panel, I threw away the original with the D-pad.
Oh no!
So, like, I could never go back because I threw it away. I mean, I was like, I'm never going to go back to this. So that was a mistake. Shouldn't have done that.
Looks like
I
they're
won't
using
do that on my new one.
Looks like they're using 8 ohm ones. 8 ohm is pretty good. Normally they use a 4, 2.5 watt. Looks like I can't quite tell, but here's 8 ohm. Made in China.
Yeah.
That's Daytona one or Dayton one. Wait, Daytona. 8. What is this? Oh, it's a 3 watt. Looks like. Okay, 8 ohm, 4 watt or 3 watt. That's the exciter they're using.
Yeah, here's the settings that Gregory's having success with. He said 70, 60, 50 setting for Zach tables, 40, 25, 3 for Gottlieb. Carlo, I'm sorry, Video Game Vegas says that Carlo, I have heard that some people's exciters were fine. Both of mine on the original panel and the new control panel were both horrible, no matter what setting. But I just worked though. Yeah, mine were just like they would buzz. It was like it would drive me nuts.
Yeah,
high scores on tap, glued hex nuts to the bottom to give the exciters weight. It stopped the rattle. That I heard that worked. Buy Stuff Arcade Deluxe Haptic Kit works incredibly great. Incredibly great. Jason says the exciters were so terrible. Yeah.
Man, you guys ain't giving me hope, man.
This should be good. I mean, they know it didn't work. They should be able to make something better.
I hope so.
Well, it was only like a $50 deposit, huh? Was it a $50 deposit to order?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, they didn't hit you up for the full 200, so
no. I'd rather pay 2 than 4.
Yeah, that's the
Or
thing.
3.
You know, if it is good, then you're going to pay $400 down the road. But they'll probably run it on. They do these sales frequently. So, but 50% off is a pretty steep discount. I don't know if they'll do that again. You never know.
Yeah, it seemed like Kuro was saying he thought they do at least once a year, 50% off.
Yeah. My family says I can buy Dayton exciters and a base shaker for my racing sim cockpit. Yeah, Gregory says it's going to be awesome. Don't worry. I have a feeling it's going to be good. I mean, there was supposed to be like a Atgames kit for the original ALP, but it never came out, I don't think. But it sounds like Gregory found a good solution for the surround sound. High scores on tap or the kit as well. Cool.
Yeah, it says here 8 ohm speakers consume less power compared to 4 ohms. They also emit less heat from the voice coil and deliver high quality sound. Just know these speakers get to live longer, experience very few instances of distortion. There you go. So 8 ohm has less distortion, I guess. The 4 ohm do have more power though. But
Power. If you only knew the power
But
of the dark side.
for Exciter, you don't really want more power. I don't think.
Look at this video. Let's see if it runs smoother.
But yeah, we'll see. Well, I'll be the guinea pig, guys, for the SSF kit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm glad to do it. If it
That's
sucks,
cool.
I'll tell you it sucks. So,
Yeah, if it sucks,
one.
yeah, you're not gonna hold back. You're not gonna hold back. I thought this was cool. This natural history. Like, it looks like they got some cool stuff. Antarctica, Africa, deep ocean, and Egypt is the next natural history. That's what Natural History Pack 2.
Ooh, the
And then they
Egypt.
have what the third one? Nature's Fury, hurricanes, tornadoes, storms, and thunders and lightning.
That might be cool.
Dinosaur Dynasty 2, another dinosaur table, the insect world, and the invisible world of microbes.
I don't know about those last two.
I don't know. I love science. Like, I teach science.
Bugs everywhere.
So I love everything about like teaching science. So like, I hate to say it, I'm kind of a dork. So like, I'll probably like the science themes that they have with these tables. But I think it's cool. I was surprised. The Natural History Pack, the first one, was very good. It had a lot of winners in it. So, but that's kind of cool. And these will be available for the regular Legends HD as well, not just the 4K.
Yeah.
So everyone's going to get these. Everyone's going to get these, which is cool.
The only thing HD won't get is the Zen stuff. They'll get everything else though.
Yeah, yeah.
They're even getting like the rare stuff too.
Yeah, and like some people are like, "Oh, well, they should just do it anyway." It's like, well, if it doesn't run good, they shouldn't do
Why
it.
do it? Yeah.
Like, period. That was a mistake Arcade 1UP made. Like, if it doesn't run good, they shouldn't have done it. You can't just cash grab. If it doesn't run good, it shouldn't be done. So I think that's
Yeah, the guy that did a video on the Rock Chick set.
Daikin?
Yeah, Daikin. I think he said in that video something about Arcade 1UPs. The chipset they used does not run don't run the Zen tables very well.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking ALP is. I think they're rock. I think I want to say the ALP and Arcade 1UPs tables ran the same chipset. I could be wrong, but I thought they were similar. So if it didn't work for Arcade 1UP, it's not going to work for the HD version for Atgames. So why do it?
Yeah.
And Zen doesn't want that again. They already did that with Arcade 1UP. Why would you want to do it again here?
No. I mean, if they do it again, no one's gonna trust them. I mean,
Right.
I mean, this is their second chance. The Arcade 1UP was not spectacular.
Yeah.
This
So
is
why
their chance to do it right?
Yep.
But their Arcade 1UP didn't have the right model. I mean, it's not the same chip. It's an upgraded chip too. It's a better chip than even on the iiRcade. And since I have been pushing a lot of stuff to iiRcade, like top secret that I've been doing it, but yeah, a lot of MAME stuff I've been pushing and testing. It runs really, really, really smooth. I mean, like if the chip in the new pinball is even better than this one that's in the iiRcade, I feel good about it. I feel confident.
What they running in the iiRcade? Is it the 331? Because the Rock chip and this one's a 3588 in Atgames, I do believe. Yeah, 3588. Isn't like iiRcade a 33?
I'm not sure. It runs MAME really well though. I think is it the same one that's in that Core Max from Atgames?
Could be.
I don't have a Core Max. I just have the regular pucks.
I'm getting all that stuff confused, man.
I know. It's like they do so much stuff. It's like they do everything, I mean, they just have so much stuff that they do. It's like
I keep going back and forth, and it's like, what is what? Yeah, I don't think the ALP HD and Arcade 1UP was the same, but I think they're similar. But it just obviously it doesn't. Obviously, the Zen games do not run good on HD, so why do it?
Yeah, that's cool that they're giving away a pinball on the Wagner's Tech Talk.
I know,
man. Can you imagine?
If you do win it, Atgames will refund your money if you win that one.
Yeah, they said that. I wish there were more pictures of like the surround sound feedback kit. Like there's just this little picture here of the speaker.
I don't know.
They had more pictures of like where all the speakers are located, but I don't have any access to that information either.
Yeah, you get 4 exciters, subwoofer, right? Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have 7 total, counting the 2 in the back box.
All these packs, like I said, I'm going with the subscription for me. 35 cents a table is the right price for at least a year. Let's see what else they got here.
Yeah, $33.99.
$4.59.
Yeah. Carlos said it's the $33.99. I knew it was 33 something. Yeah, iiRcade's the $33.99. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's
iiRcade and ALP all use that $33.99. So, and this one's $35.88, so it's a better chip than iiRcade. So, like you said, if that iiRcade runs really good, this 35 is going to run.
I do use the Puck a lot for streaming games and stuff. So I am interested in the Legends Core Max, but I don't know. It's just there's only so much stuff I can afford to get. But it's supposed to run the games better. I don't have the Core Max.
Gregory says Dayton Exciters mount next to the footbridge. There are 4 of them though, so I don't think you're going to put all 4 by that.
There's the control deck, $100.
I got one. Carlo, talk me into it.
Yeah, you won't regret buying that. That's it. That's a must-have.
That's what he said. I was hoping I could find it cheaper, man. Thought I could find it cheaper on like eBay or something. Or
you got the
Facebook.
Bibs board, dude. You're not gonna find. And you want the new one? There's 2 generations of them, from what I've learned.
Oh, there is 2 generations.
I bought the original generation, and mine broke.
Okay.
I paid full price. I paid whatever, $220. It was like $230 shipped, I think, or it was about $230. You know, but the new one, they did make some improvements. There's like a second generation that's a little bit better. Like one day it just stopped working. I had no controls and I didn't do anything to it. It just stopped working.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. I remember when that happened.
Like I can mod buttons and joysticks, but it wasn't that. It was like the controller, like the circuit boards weren't working. Wasn't physical hardware. Legends Connect. Wow, they still make those? Those are crazy. That was like a mod thing they made.
There's those skins.
Yeah. These renovation games, are they games from the Genesis? I think they're like Genesis games or something, huh?
Is that what they are?
Games. Yeah, they're console games. I was like, I never heard of this. Apparently, they're really good console games. I'm not familiar with the Renovations series.
In one of the pages, there's more than 2, I thought. One of the pages, they had them all together, and I thought there was 4. So there's one has 10, one has 11.
Okay.
I think there's more. I think there's 2 more.
Yeah.
Carlo, I'm playing Centipede tonight on ALP.
The Taito packs.
Well, you got all the packs. I should ask you. For the Zachariah packs, if you can only buy one, which Zachariah pack would you buy?
Dude, I don't know. I'd have to look through them again. Let's see.
You can always
have them all here.
If you go to the HD ones, they're all on there right together.
It's hard to say.
That's the question I was going to ask tomorrow night in the stream. If you only pick one Zachariah pack, which one would it be? Go as that. Answer it tomorrow, man.
Yeah, I like the spooky table a lot. That's a fun one. I like the time machine. I don't know. That'd be tough. Man, they do have a lot of pinball packs, don't they? Wow.
Yes.
That's what, and they're like $20 each. The Gottlieb's $20 each. Yeah. I'm feeling subscription is the way.
Yeah, I know on Zen tables there's going to be at least 40 to start out at. Mm-hmm. It said somewhere on here too. Coming soon, 40 Zen tables. And I was looking at the Zen table packs, like on Zen website. Most of their packs are $10. You get 2 or 3 tables on the Zen. I don't know if they'll change it up for Atgames or they'll keep the same kind of packs or what, but Zen tables are not expensive.
Oh, listen to this. Listen to this. Is there going to be a Legends 4K available with the skin pack that was shown on Wagner's Tech Talk videos? No. Legends Pinball 4K will come in the Adams Family T skin. We were successful. We killed that art, T.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
No.
Somebody
no
asked
Burger King. No Burger King rainbows and Josie and the Pussycats.
Did somebody really ask that question? I don't
It's literally
think so.
on here. It says that that's
know.
crazy. We did point that out.
No one always asking that question. They don't want rainbows and the robot and all that over Adam's Family.
On their pinball. No one wants to
Carl,
look at that.
Carl,
No one wants to
oh,
look
here
at
we
that.
go again.
Here we go again.
Well, this confirmed. No multi-cade skin.
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
Yeah. Oh, I can't. Okay, well, anyway. That's cool.
Yeah, October
Pinball
18th through 21st.
Expo, October 18th through 21st, the Chicago Pinball Expo. They will be there. See you there.
I think they'll have an Adams Family there by then.
I think so too.
I think one of their engineering one would have went out by then. So there's all the Zen tables there, back there.
Yeah.
Quite a few. Well, not all of them. There's just some.
Yeah.
I think between that page and the next page, it's all the Zacharias. Go down one more page. Yeah, see, there's all the Zachariah tables between that page and the last page. They're $12.50 a pack, man. 50% off. I'm definitely going to get the Haunted House. I'm definitely going to get the Black Hole. Get Dr. Seuss. Think I should get the National History or wait for the pack 3 and
No,
4?
it comes with the natural history tables. You don't need to buy the natural history pack if you're getting the 4K. It comes with.
That's right. It's part of the 12. Or
it comes
14.
with all of the natural history tables.
Yes.
I would say get one of the Tato packs. Like get the Space Invaders one. That's a good pack of pinball tables.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting the Black Hole and Haunted House too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to get the Space Invader Taito.
Because that table, like it's animated, it's pretty cool. Which one did that one come with?
That
Let's
one.
see what tables. What other tables come in there? I can't read it. Too small. I don't know. Really, I hate to say it, but they really did good. They split it up where every single pack has something that's good in it. I hate to say it, but it's like they knew how to split them where they all had something good in them.
Yeah, Space Invader, Rastin, Frontline, and Darius. Or Darius. Oh, that's one, the Space Invader one.
Frontline is great. That's another good table. I think Carl O said he liked Frontline too. That's a fun table.
Yeah, that's the Space Invader one.
I think too, like if you are going to do that, like where you plug your PC into it and use a PC to run Zen or other or virtual pinball BPX, I think it is easier because it's all integrated into it, Or you had to put that VIBS board into it. There was a lot involved. Yes, Video Game Vegas says those are Sega Genesis titles.
Which one?
The renovation games that we were talking that were on the list.
Oh, are they?
Okay. Yeah. Mikey
wonder what
saying, Indiana Jones will be one of them.
Yep.
Yep.
Even though they show Indiana Jones part of that 40 though. 40 table. Where's that at on this PDF?
I have to go back to it. Hold on.
I think it's up.
I know.
Closer to the front.
Scroll. There's the renovation games right there.
See, there's 4.
They're Genesis games.
Oh no, there's 2. HD.
No, there's a HD and a 4K.
Yep.
Here's the news about Gottlieb, the Haunted House. The Gottlieb
updates.
HD update for October.
Yep. Because right now you can do the micro, but you can't do the regular ALP. So October you'll be able to do the ALP updates. Yeah, they're still not giving out information on the SSF kit.
There it is. That's the one you were looking for.
Or over 40 packs. And look what they show. They show Indiana
40
Jones.
packs.
Show the Star Wars, Marvel.
Spider-Man,
Star Trek. Star Trek's in there.
Yeah, at the top.
Yep. They got the Mandalorian in there. Got regular.
Got some heavy hitters. Heavy hitters. Those are IPs.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the arcade 1-up shills. They'll be like, oh well, they don't have any IPs. These are all killer IPs. Who doesn't? Star Wars is like having a lot. Star Wars and Marvel are like licenses for printing money. I mean, I don't know. I mean, literally, if you're talking about IP to actually make something, I mean, it's a very successful. Those are two very successful brands. From what I've seen.
Scroll a little bit. It says on the bottom, it says game packs and pre-order date to be announced soon.
Yep.
Oh, I can't wait to see.
No, I heard they're gonna show some of the 4K conversions of Gottlieb next, probably. Can't wait to see.
Yeah, I
can't wait to see it. Like for me, like that's my wheelhouse.
Black Hole and Haunted House.
Black Hole and Haunted House. I want to see.
I saw how you did that. I mean, you combined both of them together there. Black House.
Black House. Yeah.
And so you're going to get, at least right off the bat, you're going to get over 40 Zen tables, at least 40.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll probably get a new skin at Nod Winter. I think that's what's going to happen.
I think they might announce the collector's edition in Nod Winter.
Oh, Video Game Vegas says the $20 pinball packs are for the HD. The 4K packs are half price at $12.50. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're 50% off, even the sale price.
Yeah, only 4K stuff is half off. Everything else is like what, 20, 30% or something like that.
Scott B said he got the Taito Pack 1 and the Zaccaria Pack and haven't even ordered the 4K pinball machine yet. Carlos says he likes rainbows.
What? He likes rainbows. You like
I don't have a problem with rainbows. I like rainbows. I just don't want them on my pinball machine. I can't get into the Addams Family table, but it looks great. I dig that green. Yeah.
Scott B, if you're still in there, what Zaccaria pack did you get? Just curious.
Yeah, Gregory's saying get the Taito packs, and I'm gonna have to say the same thing. The Taito packs are great. That's some of the good stuff on the Atgames pinball for sure.
Yeah, I can't get them all, man. That's a lot of money. I've already spent. I already dropped all that money on the SS kit and the control panel and the 4K.
You get the subscription for a year.
I didn't do that yet either.
Get the subscription for a year.
Yeah, I mean that would
get them all. Get them all. Get every one of them
for 14 months. You can get them all.
Yep.
And by then, maybe some of that stuff will be back to 50% off.
Video Game Vegas says Arcade Talk and Star Wars reviews. You cannot go wrong with the Zack Pack with Robot, Earth, Wind, and Fire, and Nautilus. That is true. I love Nautilus. Nautilus is like a underwater theme one, and it has like the water sound effects. It's great. I love that table.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
That's a good pack.
What pack is that? Robot. Oh, that's the robot.
Robot.
Is that the one that was on the multicade?
There's a guy near me that does Addams Family House for railroad sets, and it's pretty dope with the lights and all. Yeah. Renovations on the Sega Genesis was really great, according to Gregory. Gregory says some good channels on YouTube, guys making those railroad houses, Carl. Okay. High Scores on Tap says that's Pinball Pack 7 you want to look at.
Okay. Then one
pack good preview of the CGC High Scores on Tap.
The Earth, Wind, and Fire and Robot are on Pack 3.
Yeah, Nautilus is fun. Devil Riders is fun. That's a fun one too. It's like a Daredevil theme. They got a lot.
Pack 7.
It's like sometimes I forget. There's so many on there. Like you start scrolling through them, and there's certain ones that I like. And Devil Rider is one of the ones I like.
The Pack 7 has Zombies, Red Show, Mystic Star, Moonflight, Magic Castle, Locomotive.
Yeah,
Do you like any
Nautilus
of
is fun. Nautilus and Devil Riders.
Shoot the Rapids?
That's a good one.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to get the pinball net for a year and then decide. Which
Yeah,
one do
I
like?
would. I would. Then you could see like at the end of a year, you'll know like, oh well, this would be the pack I would. You know what I mean? Because like it's been. Here's the deal. Like Atgames got me like by slowly releasing tables over like whatever the 2 or 3 years since the ALP came out. I just bought each table pack as they came out gradually. So
Yeah,
like it was not really a big hit at any one time because I was just
Right.
buying like 3 or 4 tables at a time over like 2 years probably. But like to rebuy everything again, I mean, to me the subscription, it really makes a lot of sense. I know I like the tables. I've played them.
$250 if you buy them all.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely is. But one thing about buying them though is if you went and you wanted to sell the Adams family because you want a collector's edition or something else, if you have those tables bought, that does add the value to the pinball machine because you can sell those machines with it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So there's a little advantage to that.
Yeah. They'll pull you in though. You'll find yourself enjoying the tables. Like Gregory's saying it too. Like some of these tables, like I never heard of them. Like Shoot the Rapids is fun. The retro tables, they pull you in. They play really smooth. The Magic Pixel tables, they really run smooth, and they're the kind of tables you can play for a long time. They're not as hard as like the recreations of real pinball. Even though some of those a lot of those tables are real tables, what I'm saying is they tend to like the ball. It doesn't drain out easily. Is the only way I can say it. I don't know. I'm trying to say, but
What are you trying to say over there?
It's easier than playing like something like Haunted House or Black Hole.
Yeah,
It's easier. Like I don't know what it is about the Magic Pixel games, but they're easier. They have tons of ramps usually too.
Yeah,
the only thing I don't like about their tables really is the music. The music's kind of like elevator music, But I usually turn the music down and crank on some real music. I put some on. Yeah, I'll put the jukebox. I'll put some music on, some actual music. So, except for Nautilus. Nautilus has great sound. It sounds like you're underwater. That table's cool.
That's pretty cool.
I do like that. That's one of the ones I really like the sound. The robot one had pretty good sound too.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I like having leaderboards.
Yeah, leaderboards are important because the competition is what keeps it fun.
Yep.
Competition keeps it fun.
Yeah, I'm excited to get into those. It'd be fun. Score chasing.
I thought I was just gonna go on for a few minutes. Pushing like 2+ hours.
Wow, you're almost at 3.
Am I? Wow.
2 hours and 57 minutes.
That's insanity. That's insanity. But anyway, yeah, I guess I'll wrap it up. I mean, if you're into Atgames, check out the Nod sales. Got some good deals right now,
Yep. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get the Black Hole. And
do you think Atgames needs an official representative? T. I was thinking this guy would be good for the official. They had the John D. Arcade went up at John D.
You got Uncle Fester.
I think Uncle Fester would be a good representative for Atgames. What do you think? Huh?
You got to get the light bulb out of the mouth so you can stock.
I know. It's like
Uncle Fester. Where's Uncle Fester on Adam's family? I don't want to get it, man, because don't have.
Where did Uncle Fester go?
He get gone. He's not even in the electric chair.
Not even in the electric chair.
He's missing. But he is on the table, though. With the light bulb.
I know.
He's on there. See, they could use the same character, the same person they did to Uncle Fester on the table. They could stuck him in that window.
Yeah.
But he's in the back glass, too.
He is in the back glass. And he's in the center of the play field.
Yeah.
By the drain where the ball drains. But yeah.
So he's in a couple spots. He's just saying in art.
He's a bit underrepresented in the art, just a bit, but
You know what? After seeing that picture of the Zen tables, they have Indiana Jones and Star Wars on there. I'm thinking, I think it not going to be part of that 15 collector, but makes room for Back to the Future being a collector.
Yeah, yeah. Back to the Future. That'd be dope.
It's pretty dope.
It's pretty dope.
It's pretty dope.
So that might be one of the collectors. Back to the Future.
Wow.
As you saw, it'd be pretty dope. That's a cool thing too. If you get that pin net for a year, 14 months really, because you get 2 months free. They'll try all the tables. Then if you want to buy some of them, but I will do Black Hole and Haunted House because I know I like those two. I played those.
Yeah.
Pinball. Yeah, they need Elvira, but Zen doesn't have any Elvira yet. They got to make that eventually, don't you think?
Elvira, yeah. I don't know. I wonder what the holdup is getting that license.
I don't know. I think
like it would be a no-brainer, you know?
Yeah. I guarantee they're working on it. They've been working on it for a long time.
Yeah. I
think eventually they'll get it. Especially now hooking up with Atgames and they can actually do a skin for it. They might get it now.
Yeah.
Because they can say, hey, we can put the Elvira on the skin. Not just the game, be on a pinball skin too. They might sway the vote to get one.
Yeah, could.
That'd be so cool. That'd be so cool, man. And that has to be a collector's edition if they got Elvira. I'm holding out for Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
I can't get Ghostbusters. I'll settle for a good Creature from Black Lagoon, man.
I hear you. I hear you, man. I hear you. Awesome. Creature from the Black Lagoon would be my number one pick for me. Just, I don't know what it is about it. I just love it, but yeah.
The art is awesome.
Yeah.
Purple and green. You can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong with that, man.
That's why I wanted the Ghostbusters because all that neon green on it.
Yeah.
Now, what Bobby View did, man, was
Farsight Studios has the Elvira tables. I think Video Vegas is right. Yeah, Farsight made the Elvira tables.
And they make the Gottlieb tables at Games Pinball.
Yeah, man. If they had Scared Stiff would be that would probably make me buy one of those deluxe at Games tables if they did that one. Scared Stiff. The spider that turns in the back glass. That's a fun pinball.
Well, Video Vegas saying that Farsight Studio made the Elvira table, and they make the Gottlieb tables on at Games Pinball.
Oh, you never know.
So Elvira, it could be.
That would be cool.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
There is a chance.
So they're already working with that.
There's a chance.
They're working with that Games already.
Yeah.
There's a chance we can get Elvira. Nice. That's good. That's actually a good thing to know. I did not know that. So that's good news. Could be.
Thanks a lot for tuning in.
Yep,
take care. Stay legit. Thanks, T, for joining me.
See you tomorrow night.
Yeah. The StreamYards, it's actually